Hello everyone, welcome to viennality, the first European major that we've got from Mortal Kombat 1, the newest edition from NetherRealm Studios, and what an excitement it is to actually be over here for the first time ever.
Yeah, honestly, it's so good to be back. I mean, pun intended, it's a new dawn and it's a new era for the Mortal Kombat franchise, starting again at the very beginning. Meaning that whilst we may be familiar with these characters, they're not going to be the same at their very core. And I think that definitely translates into its gameplay, considering what we had from 11, now what we have in 1.
I mean, all I'm going to say is, right, this game has only been available for people to play since, what, the 14th or something like that? You can see all of the familiar names that I'm sure you'd expect to see in a lot of the online European combat that we've had going on throughout MK11. Especially, you know, when the pandemic hit, we've had a lot of these competition. You'll see a lot of these names popping up. I suppose we've got a few new names over here in the bracket that you wouldn't have seen before unless you've really been following the MK scene throughout Europe and the Middle East as well. It's been absolutely killer. All of these pools have had crazy levels of competition. And to be honest, like I was saying before, the game's only been available for people with early access from the 14th. There is way too much degeneracy happening right now that I can't wait to see what kind of game that we're going to be playing a year down the line, 2 years down the line. But all that really matters is what's going on right now.
That is very true. We can't deny that the future of this game is looking extremely bright with the amount of versatility at play. But before we do jump into the games, of course, we do have to thank our sponsors, which is Neon. These nice little treats have been scattered all throughout the venue. They are very, very nice and very delicious. And if you're an absolute caffeine fiend like myself, we do have to thank sponsor. Really does fit into the theme of viennality. And you know what, we thank them very much for being here. But back on the topic of games, or more so video games.
I mean, this bracket is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, we've got Dizzy coming in from the winner's side, Video Games Yo as well, both of them repping the UK and the winners, but familiar faces from online that have now transitioned into offline competition now that there's actually, opportunity to do so. One of those names really being Law Corridor, who's made it into winners top 8. This guy is crazy. And anyone that might have seen anything to do with online European Mortal Kombat, especially Pro Comp or anything else, would have known him for his Joker and just how wild this guy actually likes to play. And he's playing Johnny Cage in this game.
But he still plays it kind of in the same style as he would play Joker. It's very aggressive. It's very overwhelming. It's kind of like a tactical form of madness that he kind of inserts into it. It's an unorthodox style, but it's very him to his core. But I must say, I am so pleased to see him be here at an offline. And not only just that, it translates over extremely well. So it's very nice to see him here, 1, and 2, come to his first offline and make a top 8.
Yeah, obviously we've got like another player over in winners. We don't want to shy over Azerbaijan as well. Many people know him for his Sonya throughout MKX, MK11 or anything like that, and really being a guy that just plays from the heart. I can't exactly say that he's... Okay, there's a very hot topic team that's in discussion right now on social media of Baraka and Cyrax.
Yes.
Let's just say Azer seems to really just suit that team. This guy is crazy.
So, here's the funny thing when it comes to Azerbaijan. The loveliest person you'll ever meet, the most wholesome man here, but he'll play like he wants to destroy you, which is like this sheer contrast of how he plays. But, if anything, I think kind of covers his versatility and approach to gameplay style, because, I know he does play other teams, but currently, on release, why are you going to deny yourself success for creativity in that instance? Especially when, I wouldn't say it's the most difficult or high execution team, but it's so effective. And when you combine someone with great versatility, excellent stuff.
Either way, we'll get through the rest of the bracket when that comes around. It looks like our players are ready to go. We've got Video Games Yo versus Law Corridor to start things off. And I don't know if this is just a button check or what, but VGY is playing Havoc. Of all people, this is not a button check.
Yep, we're going right into it. And to be fair, this is actually a character I have seen VGY play actually in pools, and he did have quite a fair bit of success, but Law Corridor not taking any of that, looking to get as much damage out as possible. Beautiful throw tech on the headbutt.
VGY trying to get the space started with that sweep as well. Law going in for the pressure, using that Cyrax ambush really well. That thing honestly just covers your bases so much. VGY starting things off with the back 2 string. And trying to get some pressure started. Now honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, like I don't really see high level Havoc. That was sick.
Yeah, no, that was really, really clean. Definitely quite a big call out. So the thing is, when it comes to Havoc, I think VGY purposely takes him up in the instance that this is a character that no one, well, I say no one, not many people have experience against, because you kind of need to finish the base story of the game to unlock him. But because of that, like, the lack of matchup knowledge definitely does exist then. Now, maybe in the case of Law, you have to adapt on the fly, because this game is so new still.
And catches the punish right there into the torso spin. VGY going to take round number 1. And it's really funny you talked about matchup knowledge, because I feel like both of his characters being played at this sort of level, you just don't really see them often, right? Like Havoc and Shao Kahn.
But I think that was quite the call out on Law, because that option does have a low and does have a tick throw. So maybe there is familiarity with him. Maybe he just needs to adjust. But we're seeing a lot of back 2-2s from VGY just to check him.
I suppose the bonus as well is that because top 8 started, late in the evening, players have had casual setups. They've been able to kind of explore things and figure things out a little bit more before hopping onto stage to actually start this top 8 off. Law going in with the pressure right now. He's going to catch the star power. Goes for the double nut punch, catches the hit, but doesn't get anything more out of that.
Yeah, unfortunately. He's going to cash out too.
Oh my god.
Wait, still going to get the catch?
Conversion to 17%, catches with the 4-3-2, I think that is.
A lot of swinging on Law's part, but you can't deny it's a big life lead. I mean, take that, Cyrax. Yeah, a lot of big trades at the moment, but not leading to very big damage. Just very stagger heavy, chip away. The opponent, look at, oh, there it is!
He held that into the shadow kick. 1 round apiece now between these two players.
Beautiful use of the parry into the shadow kick just to close out this game. But, both are looking more comfortable as the game goes on. But I have to say, this style of Havoc is very unorthodox, because I've only historically seen 2 players actually play this character. And VGY kind of has his own style and approach. Is he going to go for the unblockable set? Oh, he
definitely is. He's got that tether
there it is, the next snap. Hold that.
Oh, straight into the down back 1. Gets the launch off that.
Yeah, goes to the 1-2.
Ends in the roll as well.
And go for a 2-4. Oh no, just going to go for projectile instead.
I think it's really interesting seeing Cyrax as well with Havoc for these extensions that you wouldn't ordinarily get, I suppose.
True. From what my own experience of actually seeing the character,
3 hits of armor.
Big hit. Yeah, it's 4 hits of armor he gets. It's hard.
Is it 4?
It is 4 hits. This is something you can't afford to trade with, and if he does, it kind of like has a revenge mechanic to it.
Revenge.
Like 20.
That's a really interesting way of wording things. But yeah, no, I mean that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, Havoc is he's a very interesting.
It's probably because the thing has like what 59 frames of startup or something like that.
Yeah, like you gotta hold that.
It is slow, and it's like you're either gonna try and bleed this out if you already committed to it, or have fun being stunned for X amount of time.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's a very interesting trade, because if he actually spends the meter on it, he puts you in a stun state that he can then combo you for, which typically then usually ends in the unblockable setup. So Havoc can do some really, really nasty set play stuff if he gets the touch. Get the back throw, gonna chuck him into it. I absolutely adore what they've done with Havoc in this game.
Havoc's animations are crazy good.
It's so good. Very stagger heavy throw game right now, but players think easing themselves into the momentum.
Catches the low poke. Law trying to assert some pressure right now. VGY being wise to the forward throw. Gonna tech that, trying to gradually work his way out the corner. Law dashing himself into the corner. Maybe trying to fish for a button right there.
Yeah, well, definitely not a problem. Really, when you have Cyrax assist, you can just go into a button, make yourself safe, apply a little bit more pressure if need be, but of course, you've got to be very aware of that cooldown on it.
Can we just talk about this back 2-2 string? Oh, it spends the 2 bars as well for the Cyrax launch.
Yeah, honestly, a pretty good way to spend me if you get a free launch off there. But there it is. Ooh, go under the Cyrax. Projectile again. Just, whilst we may be seeing like the safety of it, what we aren't talking about is the sheer amount of chip damage and pressure that kind of links into all of this with Cyrax.
Law had an opportunity to turn that into a little bit more damage, a bit more from there. Oh! Catches it from the reverse side, straight into the fatal blow. He's going to cash that one out and take the round for it.
That's really good stuff from Law, because he's been kind of, I don't know what it is, he's been doing these dashes only when at like, most critical moments, like when it's under 30
Yesterday when he did that to make his way into top 8 as well, I was shook.
It is the most low corridor thing to do. It's like, I got to beat you, but I got to let you know it's your fault.
I do like the fact he's willing to spend the bar just to not respect the projectile as well. Like Havoc does kind of have he's got slow projectiles, but they almost force you to respect them to a degree.
Very, very much. It's a very interesting style of character because, you know, pun intended, the way that Havoc plays is kind of unorthodox of how it looks and how he is, which is why I think Neverone put a really, really good job in like making him his own sort of being.
Law is really fishing with that net right now. He has the corner to work with. He's going to use the Cyrax ambush to try and keep the pressure going. Really, VGY looking for a trade. Holding the parry, actually gets it off. He's going to find himself the launch as well. Law corridor should be able to close this one out, I believe.
Yep, there it is. Good stuff. Law going right into rematch once again. But intriguing to see how much both players are going to learn, because this is definitely an adjustment game phase, because you know, these two very familiar with each other in a competitive sense. I believe they went 1-1 against each other back during the Pro League. It was between...
Aren't they Pro Comp 1 and 2 as well?
Yes, I do believe so. So a lot of experience, a lot of history, but of course, new game, new style, very different style of characters at the moment from both of these players.
I like how VGY threw out the projectile spacing as well. I'll catch the 1-1 punish into the chest burst as well. Gonna find it EX torso spin. Knock him further away. Law retaliating back right now. Couldn't get anything more off of that conversion though. He does have Fatal Blow. We're looking at 624 health left on VGY side, but that down 4 gonna low profile the Shadow Kick and the stand 1 to close things out.
Very good stuff from VGY to go for that low, knowing probably full well that much health and, you know, the catch-up game definitely being there for Lord. He needed to do something, but just gonna get the star up right at the beginning of the round.
He does have it active. If we can see it confirm into it, we could see some really wacky combos.
Oh, make himself safe off this. You do not want to deal with that. Oh, beautiful jump over.
Yeah, Law really trying to find the hit right now, using the Cyrax for more pressure, staggering a lot.
Oh, going for it.
Power
Hold that,
active.
yeah, keep holding that. Has to go for the breaker. All right, this is very, very dangerous. Goes for the low. Gonna go for the big jumping, gets the throw, full throw, and get the launch of it as well. Spends the meter, but fortunate whiff, but still has the corner to work with.
Yeah, he got that combo drop. That was expensive as well for the little amount of damage that he got. He did lose star power for it. VGY's teched every single one of these 4 throws in the corner.
He's done a really incredible job. It's really kind of known because he has been caught by it a fair few times. And I mean, hey, if Law's willing to spend the meter to get that launch, you definitely need to call it out. But you're talking call outs of the standing 1 anti-air.
Yeah, in fact, knocked down as well off that torso spin, using the back 2 string to start pressuring as well. That's a very interesting string. It's what, like 18 frames of startup, but it lunges you so far as well.
Yeah, it is definitely quite something.
It's definitely a brawler kind of string. Oh, did he break the armor over there?
Yeah, gonna end it with the 2-4, get the push back off it. That is plus. He applied the pressure, 5 seconds left. And his animation is
so long as well. Low corridor with only the tiniest sliver of life. VGY gonna go up 1 game in this set right here. At 2-1, this is first to 3 throughout the top 8 anyway.
Of course, this is on winner's side as well, so there is a second life, and Nivik, my man, showing off the swag right now in the crowd. Damn. But no, it's a very impressive showing from Havoc, because again, this is just a character that's really heavily underrepresented, I suppose, even on like...
Dude, I can only think of like 2 or 3 people other than VGY that play Havoc.
Yep, Wise, Beyond Toxin, and that's really it to me. I've seen, of course, our fellow UK brother P&D Mustard kind of recently pick him up on stream and kind of mingle around with his capabilities, and it's a very interesting character, and I think it's going to be a character that in time people kind of learn more about the potential and how he works, how he functions, because we're still very early on in the game's life.
Shout out to the local boy Macran over there. I'm sure many of you are very familiar with him. But we're catching the EX roll over here.
Oh, goes for the unblockable setup already.
Oh, they're active. Okay, that was a really nice interruption from Law, actually.
Yeah, it does not want to deal with that because it's free combo damage effectively. And man, if there's anything this character does, it's that he hits really hard when he gets going.
Law gonna find himself a conversion as well off that jump kick, using the Cyrax for the extension. Looking at about 27% damage.
Down one, this is one.
And that 1-1 and the 1-1-2 are plus. They're like +3.
So he needs to just kind of hold this on block. Just VGY just applying pressure relentlessly, and it's a very slow but methodical game. You can tell like the second someone draws blood, big damage is going to come their way.
I do like the use of the sweep as well from VGY. I do think that Havoc's got a good sweep to be able to just sort of check the space, and obviously Johnny, being a character that wants to stagger a lot, being able to move so quickly as well.
And look at the way VGY is actually using the torso twist to get himself out of the corner. He's having it push away, and he's making sure he's keeping him safe because of the pushback on block from Cyrax.
Oh, but that is a very, very big net trade for Law Corridor right here. Has to be broken by VGY because that could have led into a lot of damage, but catches the jump kick. He's going to get the 2-on-2 extension. How much damage can he actually get off this? We're looking at about probably just under 40% right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's still 40%, and goes for the low this time. Not going to fall for it.
Yeah, VGY being really wise to that right now. Just like that forward throw, he's teched pretty much. I think the only escape fails he's got were on the back throws.
Yeah, a few times. Obviously, going to get that tick throw. Going to have the corner to work with. Self-safe again with the Cyrax. Ooh! By the end of it.
Oh, really good net trade right there for Law Corridor once again.
Yeah, he's actually getting quite a lot. That's 2 net trades we've seen so far.
Yeah, Law getting a healthy amount of damage, and finally catches that 4th hit as well to stuff the armor and gets the round for himself.
Of course, it would be a nut punch that steps the arm.
Seen that down 4 being used by VGY as well. That's a very good button.
Catch him now. It's a projectile. You know, it's only up until now where I've actually kind of considered and look at the range of how he attacks. A lot of it's forward advancing. When he throws out the blood balls, right? It's like this area you kind of got to step into that's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, we're looking at VGY just looking to control a lot of space.
Yeah, he's just playing it very small, very simple. Doesn't want to overextend, keep it easy. Ooh, big jump three.
Didn't have any faith in that neutral jump right there. Chose to back off, plus frames into the down 1 check. There's a sweep trade as well. Law jumping his way in, trying to find something. Cyrax for more pressure, getting a lot of staggers going as well as slowly, gradually pushing VGY towards that corner as well, but he's fighting back. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, so active, catches him at the ends of the frames of the chopper. And one more touch, that's all it's going to take, and there it is. Big jump 3 for VGY, going to close out the game.
He's going to be dropping Law Corridor down into the losers bracket. You see Josh TQ over there as well, going to be playing later on this evening, but Havoc,
right?
of all characters.
Especially to start off a top 8.
Yeah.
Start off that you.
And now, and what are we getting next? We're getting Melina and Baraka,
Yes.
2 victims of Tarkat.
2 victims of Tarkat, and something I must say I'm very, very excited to see because, you know, Dizzy outside of the fighting game hemisphere has kind of stepped away from it, of course, gone into the shooter side of things. But what's most intriguing, he's kind of retained that competitive edge. If anything, what he had honed previously from fighting games has been tuned in a different way from his experience in shooters. And now he's come back really fresh and with a completely different mindset that I dare say is way better than what I've ever seen him play previously.
He's looking really comfortable in this game. And I feel like Dizzy is the kind of player that he's really quick to pick things up and find ways to just make things unfair for the opposition. So in a game like this, where you're using these cameos to be able to play a lot more versatile than what we've ever seen before, I think, with MK, it's just, we're going to see some horrendous stuff going down in the set between both of these guys.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're pretty much guaranteed at this point to definitely get, like, your favorite of Baraka and Cyrax, but I know that Dizzy has some stuff that he's been keeping under the rug. He doesn't want to show anyone, so we may end up seeing quite a bit of that here. But, you know, that's one thing with Dizzy. It's nice to see him back. It's nice to see him back playing a game he really kind of gels with and what he can kind of apply his new mindset to.
Man, I'm not even going to lie. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually been to an offline or anything like that. Now we're seeing players of this caliber just like over here back on stage once again, and we have the honor of actually getting to commentate all these matches. But yeah, both these guys are just going to run through all their settings right now. What do you think is going to be the make or break in the match that we've got before us? Obviously, Baraka with Cyrax is going to be looking to basically just run you down. He doesn't need to respect much, right? Cyrax is going to keep him safe.
I think it's just straight up going to be familiarity, because the thing is, a lot of Melina's strengths look very similar but have overhead and low properties. If you aren't familiar with that, you're getting caught with stray lows or overheads, I think the full combo punishes, that's some pretty terrifying stuff, honestly. Both these characters hit so hard. I believe both players currently going for a button check right now. There we go, we're going to get our for once, check the assists.
And Melina's a very interesting character. The funny thing is, this is really like a, if you get touched, you are gonna die.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Like, both these characters hit so hard And, you know, Baraka getting certain extensions off of the Cyrex as well. I mean, not to mention just how safe he can make himself with all of his pressure anyway. The extensions that we're getting for his damage output are crazy. And now Dizzy's been exploring using Kung Lao as the cameo for pretty much for that low hat.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've seen some stuff with this Kung Lao and the overhead low mix.
I played against it earlier.
It's disgusting.
It is.
My man is willing to mix you up and then apply 50% damage, but talking of big damage, Azerbaijan going right in for blood with the 2-1 into the launch flat, into the Cyrax. Are these three starting this with over 50 damage? Well, nearly.
I mean, you said 50%, you pretty much got it, right?
Yeah, it might as well. But beautiful checks on the range, but last back at it. Yep, goes for the low, looking for the combo. Oh, the neutral duck. Now, we need to talk about something. Since Azza played shorter yesterday, this man got grabbed so many times that I'm convinced from this point onwards, do not grab this man. He will micro-duck you every time. Oh, beautiful. Does not quite get the conversion of the
again. That doesn't normally happen, right?
I don't believe so, because
I don't know enough about this game. I'm still learning.
Quite interesting, because obviously during this week there has also been CEO Taku. And I know that Infinity had played against Baraka. Apparently, there's some bits of Baraka that low telegraph under what Marina has. So, it'll be interesting to see how that comes into motion here, but Azerbaijan getting the catch has to cause a break here.
Dizzy having to use that break makes his teleport safe with that low hat as well. But Azza right now is able to cash out on so much damage, and this should be the game right here.
Yep. Very convincing, very quick game, I must say. Very, very strong showing from Azerbaijan. And I know that these two actually played a little bit yesterday, and it was Dizzy that did have the advantage in those catch falls. So you can imagine a lot of that information has passed over practically.
It's pretty wild though. I mean, honestly, I've never seen Molina's like the last hit of 1-2 whiff that many times. I do wonder if it's a Baraka specific thing.
It could very well be, but is he going to go for the big damage right out of the gate? No, instead going to go for the setup to the low overhead. I do believe it's very tricky, but there's the low in that string, man.
Yeah, the thing that doesn't look like a low, but it's a mid low.
The fake overhead, as we call it. Going to go for +2. The low again, another +2. The recharge on Lao's low hat is absolutely...
He's already got it back.
Yep,
everything's full on his cameo bar. Yep. Gonna hold that one, goes for the teleport as well, whips the grab, and he's gonna eat so much damage over here without the breaker available for him, and gets himself put into the corner.
Yes, eats so much damage with the corner to work with.
Jeez, man, 510 damage.
Back 3-1. The unblockable string, I am convinced. And now we're going into our second round of the second game.
Catches the back 3-1. That was a very big drop right there for Azur, but he's going to find another hit. That back 3 is getting him so much mileage in this match.
He's going to go for the chopper, capitalize, maximize the damage, and still have the corner to work with.
My goodness, man, the damage is just absurd.
Everything hurts. Everything hurts. But Gunner needs to draw blood here right now, but this being said, chooses to go for setup into the low overhead. Using those plus frames to his advantage, does have the corner to work with, but got a little bit of work to do, but does have Fatal Blow on deck.
Dizzy's trying to play. Okay, that's what 3 for 3. That's his whipping.
Oh, they're catching the low hat, but again, Dizzy has to put in the work to really make things happen here right now. Yeah, here's the thing. Azur's mixing things perfectly out, and he's kind of having Dizzy come to him with a life advantage. Because he knows at any point if Dizzy overextends, backstep, 2-1, big launch, big damage every time.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what Dizzy's going to be doing over here. He has the option of, potentially switching cameos. Could be looking. I don't feel like he's going to be changing the character. Now he's going to continue sticking it out with the Lao as well.
Yep, maybe he's just trying to adjust to this style of Azerbaijan. Of course, again, the game's still relatively new. Maybe Dizzy's more comfortable because, Dizzy's the sort of player who will set play you. And the second, you can kind of prevent that. It can be quite difficult for him to get in, and when you got a character that kills you essentially in 2 touches, it's quite an upwards battle. But gonna have the corner to work with. We're gonna see a full combo. Nice. Oh,
40% right there, forces the bar out of Azerbaijan.
Yeah, doesn't want to deal with that corner and get himself out. Oh, chooses to disrespect +2.
I like it though, challenge. you're talking about set play. Dizzy finding the hit over here. He should be able to close out the round with this.
Beautiful execution from Dizzy and kind of breaking that momentum right now. But we're going to have to see if, Dizzy took a little bit of time at the end of that last game to kind of recompose, rethink, redesign how he wishes to approach this combat. Just maximize as much damage as possible. 34%. Oh, gets caught by low, but no one from Azza.
Yeah, that back three is criminal. This early on in the game as well, I feel like so many people are just kind of finding themselves getting hit by it. It just looks like an overhead.
It's natural. Catch him out the air, jumps over the hat as well. Oh, there's a block. Oh, doesn't quite get the full combo conversion off the catch.
Might have tried to flawless block the last hit of that as well.
+2 again. Probably looking for a jump in there. Catch of a stray string, wake up button, but again, no conversion. Speaking of conversions, going to get a breaker out of Azur right now.
Going for the forward four, that back three one. Even more work.
Ooh, okay. Wise choice goes for the breaker. Doesn't want to give him another opportunity to get a big touch on him. The chip.
Yeah, gets the chip with the forward 1-4-4. Dizzy just like that, getting a game on the board for himself. And I'd imagine it is very hard to play neutral against a team that has mastered the ignorance.
Well, it's hard to deny with the sheer amount of damage and offense that this character can put out. But Azerbaijan, he's playing this matchup really, really well. But does he keep himself safe? So that's something he tends to do. He'll throw out the hat, go for the teleport, let go of the hat, so it does keep himself safe. And it is quite favorable in a lot of trades here. Oh, he's going for a button, doesn't quite get it.
Dizzy's spacing with his standing ones, though, have been really good. So it's like, now he's going to find a conversion off of that low hat. It has to get the breaker from Azerbaijan.
He's going for a lot of really dirty stuff. So he's going into a string, going for the Lao hat setup, going for the teleport, and then letting go of it on block, so that way by the time the hat hits, you can get a combo conversion. For the low, going to get that big launch. Let's have a breaker out of him. Yes, game's much slower than what we've seen previously, and that was definitely an attempt at side one. Anti-air gets caught by the end of the swing.
He is trying to space out that jumping 2 as well, which is very tough to do considering it reaches so far from Baraka. We've seen the ball roll get blocked, had to cover him. You're able to take these risks because of that cameo.
Really good stuff, but good blocks from Dizzy. Does not want to have to deal with that low anymore.
I think he might have just stuck it out with blocking instead of trying to duck the last part of back 3-1 because, there is always
the armor banked it all, and that's going to lead to the end of this round from Azerbaijan. Match point. Dizzy he's got a lot of work to do, but as you've seen, he kind of broke the momentum in the last game. It's whether or not he's able to maintain said momentum, kind of enforce those plus frames. And Azerbaijan definitely challenging quite a bit. And
that back 3-1 is doing everything right now. It is just working so consistently. Doesn't get the chopper extension from the ambush on Cyrax. Is he going to go for the forward 4? That thing is so hard to block.
Getting so much mileage out of it. As it choosing just to go up north, he won't have to deal with it.
Nice.
Get the breaker again once more. Oh, catches him to the range.
That jump punch is ridiculous.
Nice tech. Get off me. Quite get any anti-air there. Gets caught by the launch again.
And this is probably going to be the game right here if Adders doesn't drop this combo. Ooh. Oh, Dizzy just alive with a sliver of life.
Yeah. Beautiful flawless block from Dizzy at the moment, but the jump in catches him. Excellent stuff from Azerbaijan, sending Dizzy to loser side and doing really, really good work. I know Dizzy was
BGY shaking his head as well in the crowd. He's like, man, I don't want to play against this.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. He can nod his head side to side as much as he wants. He's going to get hit with the back three at some point. It's no choice. It's no choice.
It's just one of those buttons.
Oh yeah, it's one of those buttons. Again, the game's so early on, right? Where we're seeing people complain about the smokes of the low and the overhead and the visibility and the teleport.
There's a lot of things we can talk about with this game, but I mean.
But the thing is, that's kind of the beauty of this tournament in particular. It's so early on. We're seeing things, that may not be entirely real. People kind of learning on the fly. So this is the really good experimental part of the game.
And now we have got a really interesting match on our hands, don't we? We've got H-Stope and we got Fish Like Steve.
Yes, and of course, you know, I do have to shout out my boy H-Dope as well as the other players from Greece. Of course, they have Clash of the Arenas coming up in a week or so time. And things are looking really good because H-Dope, I believe, also just won Street Fighter.
He did, yeah.
So
there's something about the twin effect that goes on.
Oh yeah,
in Mortal Kombat.
If you have a brother,
especially.
you are genetically better at fighting.
It's we have so many pairs of twins in the NRS scene alone, but these guys came over here, entered multiple games, and I'm pretty sure they got H-Dope got top 8 in 3, in MK, in Tekken, and in Street Fighter. And Street Fighter, he ended up winning.
Yeah, joke's on me. I can't even make one of those. Man walking around with 3.
Bro, I felt you. That one hurt.
Well, I'm very excited for this matchup as well because H-Dope be rocking a character that not many of us see too often in the form of Tanya.
Well, same thing with Steve, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me, because I'm not too familiar with him. But if I'm not mistaken, from when I was watching some of the pools yesterday, I think he plays Ashrah. And I think he might be one of the only Ashrah players over here in the tournament.
That's very interesting because, again, this is more a tag I'm familiar with than actually having seen him play in person or in motion. But Ashrah is a very interesting character.
I barely understand what she's doing. All I know is like 2-1 crumples you, and then she does the flip thing, and she's got the sword stuff. I don't know what she's doing.
Well, that's kind of the sheer beauty, again, of this game early on, but the fact that she has the dual stance where she can turn her sword...
Do you know what it does?
Yes, so the purple sword, on a hit, into projectile, whatever, does like a damage stack. So when she switches between the two stances, she can get more damage out of it. So if you get hit with like 3 stacks, you're just going to have a good time. You're going to have a very good time.
Now the real question is, do you know what Tanya's doing?
Kind of yes, in the sense that it's a lot of chip, it's a lot of range. She has a built-in parry that can lead to like an upwards teleport. She's got a kind of like spiral arrow move that she's always had as legacy based. The thing is with this character, she can end her strings in either an overhead or low, and if you respect the overhead, it's safe, but there's a ton of chip that comes with that. If your opponent starts respecting it, you switch it into low, get that full combo launch and punish, and if I remember correctly, I believe that H-Dope was playing this character with Goro.
Looks like we're running the double Goro.
Oh my god, for the Shogun. Smiles and Foxy.
But yeah, okay, Tanya's a really interesting character though, and I have definitely been seeing stuff regarding Tanya and Goro, because if I'm not mistaken as well, she's getting like, what, plus on block armored launchers?
You can also get a, of course, because this is Mortal Kombat 1, she can also call out Goro at the end of her back throw as well. So there's some really nasty stuff that you can find with this character.
And I'm pretty sure her projectile as well. It's a mid, but when the bar is spent on it, we're looking at it being plus.
Yes, I could be wrong. Oh, but going for the armor, choosing to challenge Fish like Steve.
Okay, I know that string. I know that one. That one's the 2-1 one. I'm so proud of myself. Catches the extension with the Goro.
Flats on the ground, goes for the buff, gets the extension on the strings. And a very stagger-heavy game from H-Dope, choosing not to overcommit. Oh, goes for the teleport. Beautiful tech from Fish like Steve. Nice. Oh, gonna keep himself safe with the Goro assist ending in the overhead.
Oh, goes for the lows, couldn't quite find a punish.
Oh, down 2, big down 2, and goes for the chip.
What do we call that move? The ballerina? What is that?
Tilt-a-whirl.
I'm gonna get tilted trying to say that all the time.
But yeah, but here's the interesting thing now, like how does Steve respond? Because that last game was mostly a lot of H-Dope and a very kind of like a heavy phase of him establishing his game plan right out the gate. And I mean, even so. Okay, adaptations are being made. Passive callouts unknown.
Steve going for the hit confirm on the poke, trying to find the hit over here. That forward 2 is a very oppressive mid from Tanya.
Yes, very good. Hits
out into the flip, into the Goro, but the armor being well placed right there from H-Dope. Finds the extension into the buff. He's going to spend a bar on it.
Yeah, going to be really nasty. Going to catch Fish like Steven. And the way that H-Dope just playing this character is so oppressive, so simple, and wow. This is such a H-Dope character.
You actually get some
I can see
conversion routes from Goro, don't you?
Yeah, it's really insane because he kind of covers any of the unsafe stuff, and I think in some instances can make up like way more plus. so he can keep enforcing that game, kind of force the overhead low, kind of hold that, allows her to travel halfway across the screen with the flurry of kicks or the tilt-a-whirl, depending on what makes you most upset. And, you know, it's just a really, really interesting character.
He's really trying to get his offense going, but it feels like a lot of the time he is being disrespected with that armor. And rightfully so, I suppose. Found himself a little bit of a conversion right there, but H-Doper with the spinning low catches that, sets up the buff as well. We're seeing the armor, I think that's the Banshee dash, I guess I could call it, from Ashrah.
Oh, gonna get the stagger. Not quite a full combo conversion off it.
That might have been a bit of a rough drop, given the kind of situation that Steve has found himself in. He has the fatal blow to work with. You can see Goro start to make things safe.
This is one of the craziest parts of this game, man. The fact that they can just roll out specials and strings, keep yourself safe. I think H-Dope might just be looking for a chip out situation, and there it is.
That move actually does seem like it's really good for the chip situations.
It is, not even for the hit, just for the chip itself, because again, Goro just makes it really safe, doesn't he? You can be a little bit careless with this character, honestly. It's more of a patient person's character, too. Both kind of Phoenix shove her out. Of course, both these characters with exceptional range. Just like Steve getting caught that overhead. Patience being shown by H-Dope, getting a full combo conversion. Splat to the ground, gonna go for the buff.
28% into the buff. I think that was a punish opportunity right there from Steve. Couldn't quite find it. Has to come off the breaker right there just to alleviate a lot of that damage with the forward 2-1-1. Being caught by H-Dope, he's going to cash out, and a lot of this damage right here. Gets the relaunch with the spin.
Not over quite yet, but looking for that chip again, and really just H-Dope just running a bit of a suffocating gauntlet on Steve right now. You know, it's a very impressive, and there's the Greek players, of course, cheering for their boy. Understandably so. But yeah,
this looks oppressive though, Callum.
Like, it is very
oppressive.
Tanya genuinely feels like one of those characters that can really kind of crush your demeanor if you go into it not knowing what she can do with her options, especially this early on the game. I'd say she's a character that isn't really currently explored. I know Sonic, they've dabbled with the character, but up to what extent?
Dragon plays Tanya as well, right?
I believe so.
And then we've got another Tanya in top 8 anyway. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yes.
Steve right now, I think generally has been picking good spaces on the screen to try and play this. A lot of this has been kind of just the amount of pressure that H-Dope's been able to get started.
I think that also comes from the amount of mileage he's just been getting out of Goro. Again, just some of these strings he gets to throw out there, and if they clip, full combo punish. If they don't clip, it's chip or a combo conversion of Goro.
That was a nice catch right there from Steve, though. Drops the ender.
Unfortunate, but yeah, time to get some damage put on the board right now. Beautiful conversion, gonna get the corner to work with.
Ashrah combos look so cool.
They are so superb. NetherRealm did such an excellent job of bringing back this 3D character in particular.
Oh my goodness, it's an up block. I really like that. That was tasty defense right there from Fish like Steve. Catching around the board for themselves. They're looking like they are starting to feel a lot more comfortable in the neutral situation. Brilliant duck right there into the 4-2.
I love how comfortable Steve seems now in this matchup. All it took was him going back to the character select, maybe taking a few seconds for himself, but man, he does get clipped, and again, H-Dope looking to take advantage of that situation. That chip, man, it does so much.
Went for the up block. Couldn't quite catch that. Yeah, didn't something get started. Goro did actually find the hit over there, but wasn't low enough to the ground to actually get the conversion off of that.
Unfortunate right now, but very interesting that this is going to be seen as a kind of an exhibition of Goro. We don't really see too many Goros, honestly, online. Get the low. Have to hold this again, maybe looking for chip situation, but Fish like Steve ready to draw blood with the fatal blow, but drops it! Unfortunately, doesn't get the full combo punish. Oh, just armors through it instead.
And you know what's wild as well about this is because of how much Tanya's moves are being blocked as well, the amount of bar that's being built is insane. Oh, I like that. Using the back cameo as well for the throw, but gets another drop.
Very
quite the best.
Can't quite maximize the damage out.
Yeah, we are seeing like a lot of damage being left on the table.
That's true, but again, remember, it's very early days in this game.
Oh, that is a wave punish right there.
Go for the armor, get a full combo conversion. Gonna keep him mid-screen, go for the buff. punish off that. I don't know if getting that buff actually makes her safe. Now I think about it. But
You know, I've genuinely got no idea, but actually finds the overhead from there. Couldn't get any more damage out of that, unfortunately for them.
oh, takes a few extra seconds. Plays off the beat. Has quite a lot to work with right now, but Steve played a little bit.
I mean, H-Dope sitting on full bar right now. Goro is still recharging, but
There it is.
4-2 is going to catch.
Excellent range.
That
Comes back.
was really good understanding of the max range of that button right there.
Very, very much so. I know that many people have also been extremely excited for the return of Ashrah. And with her toolkit right now, what she's full of.
We're seeing that projectile being ducked and dealt with.
Oh, that was disgusting! Catch to get the full combo conversion to work with, and a completely different play from Steve. It's like he took the first 2 games to just kind of understand the opponent, got a big chunky down too, but Steve bringing things back.
Now that was a dominant round right there, and this is what I kind of want to see, is when the Ashrah ball starts getting rolling, is seeing how much this character is actually able to steamroll some people.
Because obviously, currently right now, with many people kind of seeing this character and the potential she wields, arguably say she's one of the strongest characters in the game. So hopefully, you know, we're definitely seeing glimmers of that right now, but Steve has got quite a considerable amount of work put in. And unfortunately, these execution errors, I feel like what is going to be the real situation here.
All right, gets the back tech. H still being wise to the counter throw right there, but once again, the duck into that far-reaching button right there. Goro just about whipping, couldn't quite keep them in. The block stun, and H-Dope is capitalizing so much on that situation. Spends the bar on the buff.
Going to catch the cameo as well to get that little extra bit of damage. For the Staggers looking for the chip. Beautiful challenge from Steve.
This is really anyone's round right here at this point. Steve could even things out. They're able to find a really good confirm.
Yeah, there's the button press. We're going to get a fatal blow here.
Didn't even
close
need
it out
it.
clean.
And we've just tied things up to a piece in what started to be an incredibly
Oh, that's a very happy
hard-hitting-
man. I saw that smile on him. Putting in the work. But sorry, carry on, my friend.
I mean, honestly, that was one of those moments where we had the set starting out so heavily in one person's favor, right? And it was dominant. And now things are starting to shift.
It is.
Even things out. I mean, we're down, and this is a loser's bracket side as well. This is going to be the game that truly matters above all else right here in order to progress through the bracket.
It is a massive do or die situation in that instance. So I don't blame, you know, H-Dub having his brother K-Top, of course, coming up, just giving him a little bit of a coach. You know, this is exactly kind of what happened to the last match for Steve decided to kind of just turn the gears up. So I'm interested to see how much of that kind of influences this final game here between the two. Forward throw. Projectiles already starting the game a little bit slower than previous ones. Maybe choose not to overextend, but
Choosing the challenge as well from Steve. 30% on the board right there.
oh, getting the armored conversion is insane. Just going to get that damage buff into the teleport.
That's going to be higher damage throw as well because there was a throw punish on the up block.
Yep.
Yeah, 17%.
Oh my.
Oh, that was a big whiff opportunity right there for Steve. Didn't take it.
Another throw right now. 7%. Gonna go for the beat.
Oh, that was cheeky.
Conversion, but
I didn't even know that was a thing.
and match point. H-Dope right now. Hear the Greek boys in the background rooting for him. Again, it starts off very, very slow. And this is the beauty of it. They're waiting to see who overextends just by a little bit. And I think Steve just has that edge a little bit more in his strength, but H-Dope can just get in his face to shut him down. Let's go off again.
Right there. That is so cheap.
Oh, he's getting caught by stray strings. Unfortunately, these lead to so much.
Oh my, wait, what?
Clips right through it.
I don't understand that.
Honestly, at this point, it just kind of looks like H-Dope might be content with just looking as a chip out here. Yep, get away. Don't want to deal with you. For the projectile game, keep it very simple. Don't need to overextend. At this point, it is all H-Dope's game. Steve needs to work his way into applying some real damage. Oh, but get caught in a full combo conversion. Is this it? No, this is going to be chip, however, and there it is. H-Dope still keeping things in it, but Steve putting on some fantastic games, honestly, once he got the momentum going.
K-Top over the moon that his brother won right there. But honestly, props to fish like Steve. I think being the only Ashrah representation, I don't think I saw anyone else in any of the pools actually playing this character. And honestly, doing a really, really good job.
Yeah, no, because here was the problem with Steve in that instance. Like, when those first 2 games, I don't know if it was nerves, I don't know if it was discomfort, but he kind of struggled to get things going. But when he did, he kind of played him in one of those games.
These are brutal matches that we have. In the next
Oh yeah,
round
no,
of
this is gonna
stuff.
be grueling.
I mean, they've all been kind of crazy anyway. But like, H-Dope versus Dizzy is going to be a really interesting one. I know Dizzy does have a lot of experience fighting against Tanya anyway, and then the winner of Josh and Hamu as well is going to be facing against Law Corridor.
Yes, of course. Hamu now under the tag of So Bad, So High. And Josh DQ, kind of someone who I'm very proud to see, of course, at his second offline, making top 8, kind of cementing his name as being something more than just an online player. Kind of like a similar situation to Law in that instance. And it's good to see him here, and it's good to see him play well, especially with a character that, you know, many do have a problem with. Many say he's good, many say he's bad. It's kind of that early phase of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be another little rodeo that we've got in our hands as well, because we're going to see Tanya once again.
But the thing is, I know that Josh has been mingling around with another character. I won't say until he's locked it in on the screen, but I know he has a pocket character that he might want to bring out.
I'm pretty excited to see what happens anyway. Watching some of the pools matches that were happening earlier in the day, Josh was playing insane.
Oh, my man was cooking.
He was cooking.
So I'm very excited to see what he's able to kind of pull out of his hat here. And, you know, Hamo's been playing really solid this week as well, might I add. He's been playing really, really well.
Yeah, and that's just the thing, right, is that because of the level of competition that we've had over here, it's pretty much been a bloodbath from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, there's players over here that haven't even made the top 8, which is kind of wild to think about. You know, there's no Makaran over here in top 8 either.
Yes, which was very, very surprising. Also, shout out to Makaran for making a lot of this possible when it comes to us on commentary. We do love you, brother. And I'm very excited to just see how this all works out in motion. But, oh, okay. He's looking for the Smoke Sector, which is a very formidable team looking for that Oki 50-50 setup.
I played Josh quite a lot yesterday when he was I played against the Smoke, and the pace that he likes to play at is very fast.
Yes.
He likes to really, I don't know how to explain it.
It's overwhelming. He loves to space himself.
Opens space and closes space at such a rapid pace that Smoke just feels like a character that really allows him to play to his strengths in that way. He likes to control the tempo of the match.
Yes.
So we are going to see that tried and tested team starting things off over here with the Smoke in the sector.
Well, really, Sector really kind of enforces that 50-50 smoke game that we see so much from him. What a sick intro.
Oh, he's doing those knife emotes.
Oh, gonna knock out the air. Go for the low. Very poke heavy game. Gonna get the forward throw right now. Push him away. Get off me.
I'm curious to know if there are other cameos. You know, Tanya players, if you could please educate me on this. If there are other cameos that, you know, work really well, or if Goro is pretty much like, you know, the go-to for how much reward you actually get from him. But Josh finding the first early confirm, gets the cancel over there, challenged immediately.
Yeah, there was that spacing you were talking about earlier. Just likes to move out, move back in. Gonna go for the back two, the clip out of the sky, and gonna get a full combo conversion from this. Maybe was looking for a double cancel, but still gonna capitalize on that damage. 50% locked in on the board.
We are looking at about 16%, but honestly, look at the meter that we have for Tanya right here, and the fatal blow on deck.
Yeah, gotta be careful as well. Josh taking his time a little bit, but the thing is, like, whilst, you know, Tanya is kind of oppressive in her strings, he needs to get that game plan going, and right the end of it, that
scaled so much!
That went from rocket to,
I think Josh did the down two, thinking it would just kill.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
That scaled down to 9%. That was less than just a roll down two. But, looking for those crispy cancels right now. Goes for the back two, going into the cancel. Down one check, goes to the low. Another throw. Gonna get that set up
as well.
I mean, just relentless at going for that wake up. Oh, doesn't get quite the full clear catch. Yeah, definitely has forced the break up then. Oh, the maximum range of Tanya. Silly range, goes for a big down two. Can't get combo conversion off that, but gonna get the throw again. We're gonna get a sector set up. Yes, we are.
Here's the trade. Couldn't quite get the conversion off it. Brilliant, flawless block from So Bad So High. Catches the forward 2 into the back throw as well as Yoki to work with. Has Fatal Blow on deck. I think that's standing 3. I think. I could be wrong about that
Very
one.
well, but there it is. Of course, we saw that a little bit earlier off H-Dope, but just going to go for the string, maybe look for the chip out. But again, just doesn't want to deal with any of that. There's going to be information for Josh going in, moving forward, looking for the low. Goes for the down
Brilliant
one.
counter poke right there.
Out of it. Josh looking, oh, we're definitely got a set on our hands between these two, I can tell. And that one check goes for the low. Push him deeper into the corner, but obviously has to watch out for that armor move we've seen about 3 or 4 times in just the last 2 games alone.
Speaking of armor, couldn't quite catch the end of that one. Smoke's armor being interesting. It doesn't seem, nearly as versatile as many characters when it comes to that.
Quite unfortunately. Whilst he's able to get the side switch and just like kind of crosses them up, it doesn't seem to be quite as practical as some of the other characters in this game. Air to air full no, it's going to end it quite early. Spin the meter. Maybe just chooses to hold on to it. Oh, trying to overextend.
Catches the flawless block. Gonna get the back throw as well. Has the corner pressure to work with, setting up the sector rocket.
Yeah, just both being very slow, very methodically. Goes for the down one check. Oh, doesn't get quite the hit confirm in order to go for the kill, but sector setup time. I have to keep an eye out for that. One touch, one kill from either player here. Oh, goes for the armor we talked about just a second ago.
One's
being
used
pressed,
right there.
Another throw.
These throws are getting a lot of mileage right now for Josh. Going for the immediate teleport with the sector rocket, probably looking for the chip situation, but that down 1 is going to close things out right there. Josh TQ going up in the first game.
Yeah, playing very well, and I do believe I see an Azerbaijan coming up on stage.
He didn't just come up on stage, that man sprinted up on stage. That guy foresaw the next 5 seconds, he was ready to make a move.
Because that was a very close and tight match. Of course, formerly known as Hummel, did really, really well in that first game, kind of very impressive. But I would imagine that after seeing this many armored wake-ups from him, that must be like data for Josh. Because if there's anything this young man's very good at, it's kind of seeing like player habits and then really thinking that.
Adapting to those very quickly, right? I mean, both him and VGY just have that property to how they like to play. Invisibility started out.
Oh, didn't quite get it. Another throw tech going on. Yeah, just both. Just choosing to hold that string, not wanting to challenge it at every single point in time, but getting another throw. So, notice how now that was the escape failed. Josh is getting so much mileage out of the back throw that I believe that Azerbaijan basically like, he's going to go for the back throw times. He's going to go for the sector assist. You're going to have to hold what comes next.
There is
Now
actually
he's mixing it up again.
there is so much mileage coming out of the strike throw game that Josh is enforcing. The Goro throw not going to work out.
Get off me.
Throw tech from Josh right there. I don't even know what that was.
Yeah, I believe that's a back 2-3, and oh, gonna have to hold this chip. Josh bringing things back, looking a little bit more comfortable.
I feel like this is really going back to what we were talking about right before the match started, that Josh just wants to control the tempo of the match.
100.
He's able to slow things down at his pace. He's able to speed things up when he likes. But we are going to see a conversion right here from So Bad So High getting things started. We're looking at about 30% into that little roll.
Yeah, again, he's going to get this little bit of a poke-heavy game, just waiting for someone to overextend. But So Bad So High, definitely looking to the range advantage of Tanya. They're wanting to overextend if need be, because once you get in Smoke's face, you're going to hold a lot of this pressure. Being the pressure, no sector rocket that came down, the stand one. For the low end of that string.
It catches the poke straight into the tilt-a-roll, as you call it. Josh has been on point detecting these throws as well. The air projectile going to catch. Josh looking at a very, very small amount of life right now. Trying to find a hit.
Yeah, going to go for the sector setup once again.
Using the homing rocket. He doesn't have any sector available. Doesn't get any more off of that conversion.
Definitely a little bit, I think he may have been a little bit flustered by the end of that. Maybe didn't expect that to land. Because here's the thing. With Josh under that much help, that was chip territory regardless. And I think he was aware of that. So he had to keep his eyes a little bit open to those options.
That was 2 bars spent. Oh, excellent duck and
And for the swag. Oh, there it is. Hold that.
oh, and gets a nice little reset using that sector homing rocket, spending the entire cameo bar just for that one move. But it does come in handy for reasons just like that. Flawless block to mitigate a lot of that chip damage.
And now Sector is back in play right now, but ooh, down for, we're gonna get a full combo conversion off that. It's crazy. This character's got some real crazy stuff you can reinforce. So down one, double down one, goes for the sweep. End it in the overhead.
Starting the
Guess
invisibility.
what is it? Yep, low overhead. Get that breaker, get off me. Then go back in play once more. Comes forward. Down one checks, that is one. Back three into the cancel. Very patient. Oh, good reactions from Josh.
This is kind of a nerve-wracking situation. There's a one round apiece right now, and it really is the next hit will kill. And Josh
there it is!
find that no break available.
Fatal blow. We're gonna cash it out and
Doesn't even want.
I don't want understandable.
Not even going to entertain the possibility of that maybe not working. And straight away for the rematch.
Yep, currently 2 off to Josh TQ, but so bad, so high. Definitely holding up very, very strong against him, but can't quite get the end of it, I would say. Oh, time to guess.
Invis with a sector rocket. It doesn't matter when the spin comes into play.
Well, so Josh gets the opening in. Gonna get the full combo conversion right now. Oh, the flame restand.
Like enforcing a lot of this pressure. Escape failed on that forward throw. Josh still has the corner to work with.
Frame.
Plus, I don't actually know if the flawless block on the, I think it's forward 4. I don't know if the flawless block changes the frame data on it, because I know it's +8. It is all highs, but it's +8.
I do believe so. I think you might be correct in that instance because of that. But what page is going on? Gets another cancel. Gonna get another throw. Go for the rocket setup again. Oh, just keeps it simple. Keeps it very simple.
Josh now on match point right here. So bad, so high. Gonna have to pull out a bag of tricks, start making this comeback more of a possibility. We have been seeing a lot of good opportunities for them. Tanya with 3 bars feels like the norm that we've been seeing right now.
I don't blame you. It's just the sheer safety and damage that comes off it as well. Now, whilst you do lose a tiny bit of health from having Goro assist, it just seems so good if you can put you in instances where she's +4 safe.
It was a nice tag on the back throw right there. Gonna catch a throw counter for themselves. Keep Josh in this corner. Goro making sure of that.
Yeah, Josh definitely has a lot of work to put in order to bring things back. Again, when you have a character like Smoke, just like a 50-50 monster, you gotta be careful. But yeah, beautiful stuff from So Bad, So High, and I believe he can push him back in the corner to close this game. Still in the fight.
Why was that animation so sick?
Oh, gonna caught a stray rocket.
Stuck in a little bit too much hit stun right there to actually get anything to convert off of that trade.
Get pushed further into the corner. Oh, string jump free. Gonna get conversion off it. Just for the low. Just moving back and forward again. Don't quite get anything off it, but the rocket trade definitely in Rush's favor. Not wanting to take any big damage. Big down 2. Oh, gonna go for
Did he spend the bar?
He did.
He did the thing. He did the combo trial thing.
That is the first time I think I have seen that post-release. I cannot lie.
Big duck. I'm pretty sure that button is a standing 3 from Tanya, but regardless of what it is, we're going to see a big conversion right here for So Bad, So High. Repositions towards the corner. Josh now going to have to fight his way out of it. Wake up down 1.
Yeah, very comfortable chip damage of his own right now. Oh, that is so sick. Yeah, definitely break that. You do not want to hit with the rest of that damage. Smoke is one of those characters you can just absolutely murder you in a single hit, and that's closing game from Josh TQ.
Very clean play right there. Going to eliminate So Bad, So High, but traveling all the way over here to Austria to make that top 8. This is going to be the end of their run, and Josh is going to be advancing on to play against Laura Corridor in the next match.
But even so, you know, round of applause for So Bad, So High for coming in and doing a fantastic job of showing off some more Tanya, and of course Josh himself. Clearly very happy that he managed to go forward, because I knew he originally was talking to me about going in with a completely different character for this matchup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I won't say it. I'm keeping it on the nose, just in case he
Spoilers.
does. Spoilers.
Yeah, can't talk about that one. But he knows all the lore. I know nothing. I didn't even know about this.
But yes, no, thank you again for tuning in to viennality. It is great to be back after so long. And I'm very excited for some of these future matches coming up.
Well, the next players are getting set up anyway. Honestly, we just want to talk a little bit about viennality. I know there's been a few events over the years as well throughout Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, and now this is the first for Mortal Kombat 1. And being so close to the release anyway, it's honestly just astounding that the team could actually get this all set up. They've done nothing but just make it happen.
Yeah, no,
it's been a really fun event to be at. This is my first time over here which is very long overdue. And obviously, like, shout outs to Storm and the Hajka and the rest of the team as well for being able to put this on for us and having Mortal Kombat be that main event.
Yes, especially in like how they've timed it extremely well for the release of Mortal Kombat 1. And I think I'm also just, in general, extremely surprised at the level, like the high level of play, as well as the hall itself, because we're in a lovely venue. I know that viennality's been through a few venues here, but it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot praise the team nearly enough for putting together what they have and, you know, really giving us something very special, because it's made by the community for the community.
We get a little 5K pop bonus as well to kick things off, right?
Just a little 5K, you know, don't worry about it.
But this is going to be an interesting match. Like we were talking about before as well, if you've only just started tuning in right now, we are doing the top 8 for viennality for Mortal Kombat 1, first European major that we have in our hands offline. And yeah, we were saying that, so Dizzy plays a lot. He likes to play a lot against the American players as well. Now, I know Dizzy has experience fighting against Tanya. I don't know what it's like on the flip side. I don't know how much H-Dope has actually played against Melina, let alone... But to be honest, H-Dope and K-Top are both lab monsters.
They are prolific teams in the scene as a whole. It is incredible. Looks like we can jump right into things. That low hat going to get the backwards throw as well. But yes, no, I believe familiarity may be a really, really big factor in this matchup between the two. How much does he know?
The fact you can just get away with ball roll like that.
Yeah, I know it's criminal. It's like this is the stuff that gives people nightmares in many instances. What do you mean ball roll's safe?
This is the era Liu Kang started.
That's going to go for the +2. A lot of respect being shown by H-Dope. Definitely familiar with a lot of the tactics. We're going to go for the breaker.
And H-Dope has had a lot of consistency in terms of conversions throughout the last set that we've seen him play as well. Let's see how much of that he's able to establish in this one. The low hat is going to connect. He's going to find the confirm off the forward 144. Has to get broken right there from H-Dope. Sets up the buff though. Finds the 4-2-1-1 into the Goro, and this could be the round.
Yeah, full combo conversion. Close it out and push to the corner as well. Great stuff from H-Dope. You know, looking really strong right now.
I love how loud the Greek players get every time he finds a hit. you hear the A chants in the crowd.
Gotta cheer for the homeboy. You know how it is. So gonna check. Doesn't gonna go for the full combo conversion. Instead, just gonna end the string. Gonna go for the overhead. Full combo conversion. Gonna get out the Goro into the slam. Go for the buff this time. Get range advantage. Because he has to be careful. It's a stray string, but it does land. Nice +2. Taking a back step. No, that
now, when I was playing against Dizzy earlier, you were saying that the forward 144 into the low hat, like when you cancel on the first hit into the low hat, that is a true block string as well, so it is a +2 you have to hold.
Ah, interesting stuff. I love how Dizzy just finds all of his techniques with just a lab monster in his own right. Doesn't quite get the hit confirm off the low toss. Just to back things off, the one to overextend. Maybe just wanting to challenge that range that Tanya has, just to throw things out.
I think so. I think, honestly, with Dizzy just seems like he's opening up space to allow Kung Lao to regenerate, have that cameo bar accessible, and use the low hat. For anyone that doesn't know, the low hat is +2 on block when you're using it point blank. It becomes more plus the further it travels and you block it.
Uh-oh, gonna get hit, gonna get the breaker out of Dizzy quite early in this last round here. There it is once again. Now go for
that. I like that. You don't have to respect the low hat. Actually get a punish on the teleport because you're airborne.
Yes, this is something that Dizzy now needs to keep a mental check of and kind of adapts, but wants to have the corner to work with. Gonna drop around it.
That was a really nice duck on the stand 3 right there. Dizzy gonna find the hard knockdown over here with the forward 4. Raw low hat. Ooh. I like that, just to buy some time while in the air so you didn't find himself clipped by it.
Dude, I love the character adaptation we're currently seeing and the challenges from these two, just familiarity of the game, but
straight
plus frames and Dizzy full combo conversion.
Caught H-Dope disrespecting the frames right there. Stand 1 is a very, very good jab as well. 7-framer, reaches really far.
It's just
I say 7-framer like everyone's jab is.
Back 1.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. This is a
Except thankfully it's not a mid.
Doesn't out loud.
I don't want to think about that back 1-2 in MKX.
Right back into things at the moment. Oh, there it is again. H-Dope definitely have the download for that, but wake up buttons into full combo. Oh no!
Aye, that was a rough drop right there for Dizzy. That's a lot of damage he could have gotten. Instead he's going to have to hold this. The buff set up for H-Dope.
Yep, gonna get it, but it's just Walking in, one plus frames, tries to challenge it. Gonna get full combo punish for it. Have the corner to work with as well. Oh my. 39%, and it's just gonna
Like 40%. How are you blocking that?
Oh, that was disgusting. Tries to spend him in the air, does not get full combo conversion. H-Dub definitely in the realm of victory right now. Oh, just gonna space things out. Beautiful hold from Dizzy on the hat as well. Ew. He's so gross.
Now both players just really trying to control the space. Neither one of them wants to commit to too much. I spoke way too soon because H-Dub sets up that buff. Dizzy was ready to challenge that immediately and get the punish on that.
Yep.
Ward 4 is working out, just a little bit of damage tacking on, but we're seeing the armor being popped from H-Dub. Gonna find the reposition, start knocking Dizzy towards the corner, catch out on that damage. But Dizzy's been using these wake up buttons so many times and getting so much mileage for it as well. This is gonna be a lot of damage right here into the hard knockdown.
Yeah, gonna have the plus frames to work with, and that is.
I got hit.
I got hit.
I got hit.
I got hit. Very good stuff. Well, I do believe we have a Nivek coming up on stage. Maybe deal some knowledge himself. Of course, Nivek, a very prominent player in the scene. Someone who I'm very familiar with from all the way back in MKX.
Yeah, he's my Torment Demon from MKX. I don't know how many times I lost to his Thunder God. But yeah, he's basically been a long time NetherRealm player. Does compete in games like Tekken as well and does really well. He made top 8 over here for Tekken. But he's over here to offer some coaching.
Yeah, words of advice to that of the youth. You know, now Nivek these days, he plays in a prolific amount of games, of course, does commentary. He's a really big name in the scene. And honestly, considering how long he's been around, it's very nice to still see him be very active in that sense.
Yeah, he's always such a nice guy to hang out with as well. But I'm wondering, I'm wondering what kind of advice he's going to be giving H-Dub anyway about approaching this kind of matchup. Because what is there to really talk about? I feel like H-Dub's adaptation. So let's talk about the things like, you know, the teleport with the low hat as well. We immediately saw an answer to that with the twirl and just being able to punish that, even though it might not be the most damage in the world. It's still free damage you're getting. Just yeah, exactly.
Adaptation to your adaptation, and there it is again.
Just like that. Speaking of the devil.
Oh, the wake up buttons just getting so much mileage out of it. And
Dizzy's been fearless with the wake up buttons. Gonna find the conversion over here. This is gonna be big damage right here in the corner and the splat.
Gonna get the plus frame just back off a little bit. Maybe wait for H-Dub to overswing. I got this into a full combo version earlier on, but it was such a great challenge from H-Dub as a reversal. Oh, gonna get it. Oh, what is this combo? That's
I don't know
so sick.
That was sick.
Gonna have the corner to work with. Basically kind of evening out the life bars at the moment, but the wake up buttons again.
It's just been working for Dizzy.
Yeah, no reason to overextend, but goes for the overhead instead of going for the teleport as we have seen. Goes for down one check. Go play for look for down one check plus frames.
Disrespected with that down one. The challenge right there worked out so much for H-Dub. Finds the forward throw. We are back in this neutral space right here though. The neutral territory. I don't think Dizzy wants to commit to too much, but the 1-2 is going to catch into the ball roll. Dizzy now on match point, looking to eliminate H-Dub from the competition.
Yeah, playing very, very well, but this time does catch him. Maybe dropping the sword at different timing, but
I think, yeah, the timing shakeup might have actually prevented H-Dub from being able to use the twirl.
Yeah, Dizzy looking to space things out to get combo conversion. No conversion of H-Dub himself. Seeing a lot of forward throws at the moment. Oh, big down two. Yep, going to end in the overhead. Is looking to challenge that string. Doesn't go into the Kung Lao cancel. Maybe looking for the ball. Switch sides up. But just spit. H-Dub just sitting out that sweet, sweet, perfect range. Oh,
Goro too far out.
Save. All right. Okay, so this is purposely ending his combos quite early from what we typically see, just to make sure he can get that OP setup. But, really, really nasty right now. Slow the game. Overhead low.
What a block and the
that should do it. Oh no, doesn't get down one conversion afterwards, but use to roll.
Wait, am I? What did he? Is forward 4 punishable? Is that what he punished? I don't even know.
Overhead? I believe that is safe.
Maybe he punished something.
Oh,
jabs. That was brilliant character knowledge.
Answers and adaptations are being made currently. Goes for the buff. Just gonna throw out that string, but the challenge from Dizzy gonna get put back in the corner by the breaker. Yeah, just This game has been taking a slower pace. Oh no, doesn't make the full combo conversion, but still picks it up regardless.
Basically got himself a reset right there. I got hit.
Oh my
by that
god,
one.
Matchstick has an overhead built into it, and it's like
Immediately
yes,
ready with the
overhead
one
low.
over there as well, and Dizzy is going to close that out 3-0.
That was disgusting.
So
That was disgusting. I've never seen that before. But again, it shows the tech that Dizzy has been hiding behind closed doors.
that seems like it's something that will be a really, really tight fuzzy.
Yes.
Like, but even then, I feel like he has the liberty of being able to change up the time on things so well because you're holding the hat.
Yep.
You're able to release it when you want. Granted, it doesn't hold for like too long, but you still have the flexibility of being able to do so if you want to. Exactly. Yeah.
After. It's the crazy versatility because, you know, I know in this game it's a very different toolkit, but honestly, the cameos kind of work as basically variations in their own sense.
They make things absolutely crazy.
Well, I couldn't put it better.
They actually just allow us to play such a dishonest game.
Oh, 1
And
million.
I am all for it.
Oh, yeah,
Have you
let's-
seen a single character in this game so far that people have said, you know what? No, I can't play this character whatsoever. I think there's only one character I can think of that people have been heavily criticizing in terms of not being strong enough in terms of damage, which is Sub-Zero.
Zero. But naturally, that's also because from the beta coming to this game, he did a lot of damage to people.
You can hold that. You had MK11 and MKX.
Hey man, we got Triple Ice Clone back, but not the damage. It's a tragedy.
It's over. My commentary was identifying with the Sub-Zero pain. It's actually a wrap.
It's actually a wrap, but this is
No,
actually...
but in all, truthfully, like my point really was the fact that you can just see any character being represented.
1,000,000%.
Cameo choices do also influence how these characters are able to play the game a lot. So it's not just as, you know, maybe black and white as things might have used to be, where maybe it only took a very, very specific kind of character specialist to be able to make a character shine. Now it feels like there's so much to be explored and so much to be figured out that we could see anything. I mean, we literally saw Havoc in Winterside first match.
Yep, Winterside first match, and again, the unfamiliarity of that character really did come to the surface, as it did knock Law into losers. And, you know, the tale of the tape that we have between these two is that these two were training partners.
Yeah.
Lord Corridor and Josh TQ are very, very familiar with each other. And if anything, they kind of have the similar origins of, you know, both being predominantly online players, especially after 2020 and the issues that came with that. And now this is kind of like the first big tournament both of them have been to. And what a way to do it. I put it like this, it's going to be a very awkward walk for them back home to the hostel they're staying at.
What was the situation with Josh? I met him at Hyper Combo, and I think that was the first offline, right? That was the only other offline he had been to. Yeah, that is Hyper Combo as well, ran by, you know, Ketchup and Mustard.
Yeah, saying that, we are seeing something I did not expect us to see.
Okay,
literally.
I like this.
Yep, there's a low overhead. Gonna get full combo conversion into the restand. Gonna go for the invisible setup once again. All looking for standing one.
Is this the character you're talking about?
No, but I'm still very pleased that we did see the Reptile. And
I'm actually like really stoked to see Reptile.
oh, me too. It's great to see Sizoff back in the way he is, and gonna get a full combo conversion with Motaro cameo as
This guy
well.
pulled out the government name.
Ooh,
Motaro actually wasting so much time for that net as well. Law did still manage to find himself the Shadow Kick, gonna find the punish as well on this. What is it? What is that? Is that a slide down? Is it a death roll?
yeah, the death
Back
roll.
4-4.
Beautiful stuff. A lot of pressure and chip damage. One just going to keep staggering him, not wanting Josh to overextend. Doesn't quite get it. Doesn't get the switch around, but Josh at the moment, it's death territory, and there it is.
Shades of outtake right there into the down one rising star. As Law Corridor is going to get himself the first round on the board.
Oh, going to go for the Chunder. Get the little restand.
Stop.
Goes for the big back two. Gets off this 50-50 son. Restand into Death Cradle.
I don't even know what's spinning him. He just looks like he's just going through the motions.
There we go. Just checking. A lot of buttons being pressed.
That back three as well. The back 3-1 is a really good string for Reptile.
It really is. Goes for the side switch. Doesn't want to keep himself in the corner. That's really where Law got so much mileage and damage out of. Law going to push him back.
That's our extension
Challenge.
challenge.
Get the back throw. Get away from me. There it is. Oh, challenges the ball roll. Wake up.
I respect that. Motaro being set up with the triple projectile to the invisibility. The back.
Oh, there it is again.
Mark and the down two ender off the force ball. Josh is even things out.
We gaming, son. We gaming. It's going to be a very back and forth match. Because here's the thing. We've been noticing that, like, obviously they're training partners. How much stuff have they secretly low-key been keeping away from each other in a competitive atmosphere?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, see you, Motaro. Great to have you back, bro.
Motaro also gives you the fatal blow. He can trigger that, right? Does that benefit Reptile? Do you know? I don't know if Reptile is so slow that he wouldn't be able to get it off with certain conversions, but I know that that's what Motaro can offer you. And Josh gonna find himself the hit, forces the breaker out of lock corridor right there.
Oh, a very cheeky side switch right there as well. Oh, beautiful whiff punish. Double conversion into the restand. Gonna go for the death roll.
Man, Reptile's combos look so cool.
Yeah, keep it safe. Gonna have to hold that. Big down two. The Motaro assist. And dude, I'm so glad we get to have a Motaro assist.
We basically got a bit of everything, really, don't we?
Yeah, this is really cool, man. Like, again, this was a character I did not expect to see him bring out, and
We've
so
seen this
glad he
before,
has.
though, haven't we? Didn't Heroes play Reptile Motaro in a recent UK local?
I believe so. I believe it was at the Hyper Combo.
I think it was, which is also, coincidentally, the first offline tournament that Josh ever went to. Maybe not for Mortal Kombat 1, but for MK11, where the patented clip is of him doing that evil grin while playing against VGY.
I just felt VGY in the crowd, just like a simmer of hatred just erupt in his heart from knowing that. And we're jumping right back into things. Took a few seconds. Maybe want to take a few seconds, just kind of think about how to approach this game plan moving forward.
Vertical chopper right there. Law is still going to find the big crumble. Gets himself the damage. A late break from Josh. Probably to deny himself the corner and be able to work his way out of it a little bit.
You know, I do have a question to ask now, and I feel this is quite relevant to the matchup. But remember when I said a second ago, how much how are they familiar with each other? We've been seeing Josh play Smoke the entire tournament, but we've never seen him play Reptile properly. And you think this is what he's been kind of holding this character on towards? It's like a pocket surprise that maybe his teammate might not be familiar with.
Maybe that, or maybe it's, who knows? I'm not familiar enough with Smoke to know if Smoke just really isn't great against Johnny.
Very possible, but uh-oh.
Into the punish and the side switch as well.
Oh, gonna go for the invisibility. Guess what? The 50-50 gonna be. Oh no, knocks him out of it.
Denied
for that big chip. Unfortunate for Josh.
I think by that point it was just gonna be a wrap anyway. Like without the flawless block to mitigate that chip damage, it was kind of over.
Yep, gonna go build up meter for the start. Oh, there's a Motaro cameo coming in once again, goes for that big overhead.
I actually really like the choice to go for the overhead over there because the Motaro had him respecting it for a while, so you can kind of get away with using something so slow, and if it works, sweet. If it doesn't, you haven't lost anything.
Yeah, and talking Motaro there, he is back once again, gonna go for the big pull, big knee into the restand, gonna go for the invisibility. Oh, what's gonna be? Gonna be low overhead into ball. Oh, doesn't get the restand, and beautiful bait on Josh's end. Push him deeper into the corner, restand. Gonna camouflage himself up. Gonna have the Motaro cameo. Oh, he's great. He's gonna be overhead.
I don't even know where he is on the screen right now.
He goes for the low.
Well, just swinging for the fences with that shadow. He did get himself out of the corner, even though he lost the round, so at least he has, you know, the opportunity of being able to play from the mid-screen space, but...
Excellent stuff from Josh, though. Very happy he brought out...
Just making me think of Deceptive Reptile, and I love it.
He is. Gonna go for the Death Cradle, start pushing him full screen, gets out the corner. Good check. Again, Motaro assist, putting in the mileage. Does catch him, stop all 3 bars. Nice check.
Josh being very patient right now with the pressure breaks, the throw.
Go for the ball once again. Of course, with the Motaro assist with the 3 shots, it does use up both cameo bars. He's that damn good. He is almost in action.
I mean, Josh seems like he's really comfortable just playing the neutral without needing to constantly use a cameo.
Yep, just look at him being so comfortable, just choosing to hold the block. Doesn't need to challenge it. Doesn't want to overextend. Gonna use both, but gonna challenge it. Oh, doesn't get a full combo conversion. But push him to the corner, gets the triple shadow kick. Oh, this is chip territory. Gotta watch out. Yeah, gonna get the back throw. One touch is all it's gonna be. Yeah, Law just choosing to hold the block.
Oh, dude. He's actually been using that really, really well the entire set. I think when he spends the bar on using the elbow dash as well, it's safe, right? Like, I think it's like -5.
Believe so, but excellent stuff. Again, dude, I'm feeling this reptile. I'm feeling this reptile.
I'm loving this reptile. I wonder what the adaptation process is now going to be for Law, because I can't really pinpoint what the change is going to be, but it looks like we're going to see Kano. You actually don't see a lot of Kano these days.
No,
I think a lot of the times you saw him during, like, you know, the stress test during the beta, but
in all fairness, I will say currently the flavor of the week is Serena, because she does kind of have like the similar things that Kano does with what
she allows people to get simple conversions like into combos, right?
There is the elbow dash, as you did point out, just before the end of the last game, but now looking for those 3 shots.
I really like that. Using the projectiles to be able to just set yourself up for the invisibility and bring in for a big conversion over here. 32% in the corner.
I gotta say, there's something so swaggy about being able to pull off your combos whilst you're invisible and still not see your character.
It's like he has style when you can see him, and even when you can't see him, it's still stylish.
Yeah.
Oh, what a whiff punish right there from Josh, though.
You're gonna go for those 3 shots again. Oh, gonna catch the end of it, but doesn't quite get the full combo conversion.
Also dash himself into the corner.
Very unfortunate situation, but currently gotta watch out, not overextend. Gonna get more damage on the board here. Gotta watch out for that fatal blow. Of course, does have unblockable and parry properties. Oh, catches him with the low. Again,
I suppose that's also another thing, right? Is the elbow dash is pretty much it's a guaranteed side switch.
This is looking very, very interesting because this is going to be a match point for Josh DQ, but Law not looking to go out without a fight right now.
This is looking very dominant right now from Josh as well.
Yes, but I believe that maybe Law has purposely gone for Kano just for like the star combos, like what he can get, as people figured out really some of the craziness Johnny can get with Kano when they're put together. Oh,
that could be a possibility, but his star gauge is looking relatively low right now. I'm not really sure how much of a possibility that's actually going to be, you know, with his tournament life on the line right now.
Well, it is a micromanaging aspect, so I can imagine he's probably trying to find a situation where it works, but no, that's 1 round apiece at the moment.
That was a good round for Law as well.
Definitely
like he really needed.
Kind of needed. Oh, this corner pressure is overwhelming. Josh struggling with. Oh, no one home under down 2. Get the forward throw, just keep him in there, not wanting to overextend it again. This has just been all Law corridor, but to get that forward throw, get off me, opens up quite a considerable amount of space, but no one home on that giant ball.
Absolutely fearless jump in as well from Law corridor. 35% forces the armor out of Josh.
Yeah, looking to cover himself with Kano.
I love that. That was sick.
That was very, very, very smart from Law. Like I said, we have a game on our hands.
We really do.
We have a game on our hands, and you can see Josh kind of think of his options. It looks like you can jump right back into things, I believe. Yep.
That was that thing I really, really respect about how the way like Law plays the game as well is that even when things are kind of stacked against him, he never relents on how aggressive a player he is.
He recomposes himself really well, very quickly, which is quite surprising in that sense, because the first few rounds, obviously, he looked a little bit flustered, but by going back to the character select, taking a few of those extra seconds, just rethink, recompose yourself. No, he now looks like he's bringing things back. Got 1 game on the board.
Josh being very patient throughout all of these staggers. He's gradually just being pushed to the corner on block, though.
Yeah, beautiful
knives.
Gonna get caught. Oh boy, Law's putting in the work here, and now might be worth it in the end game considering the life lead, but you definitely don't want to throw things away this early on. Gets caught the overhead.
Force the break. I mean, I kind of like, I respect the decision to use, so I respect the decision to use the unsafe star power right there because he was in chip territory, so Law probably thought to himself,
stack it up.
Get as much as you can. Like, you know you're going to get punished for this, but now is the best time to do it because you know you can still win the round.
Gonna set up to go invisible once again. Gonna stagger the buttons, catch him below, overhead. This interesting conversion. I know that, of course, with the the Matara teleport, you can get some really swanky teleport combos. But back in the corner once again, where Law is very, very comfortable.
That is no bueno right there for Law corridor.
There you go. Death Cradle once again. Ooh!
I'm not even sure what that interaction was right there, but Josh is going to find himself the hit, and he's going to put himself.
You know, I just realized, I think the reason why he went for the Kano was for the double knights. In fact, he can challenge Motaro, hit him once, and then catch Josh as well. That might be a very, very smart decision on his end. Oh, a lot of movement going on with Law. Doesn't quite get a full conversion off it.
Johnny's movement's honestly, it's scarily insane.
Yeah,
He's been using it really well. What a duck right there. He's going to find himself the punish as well, and that throw attempt from Josh.
Oh, let's look at that star power right now. Currently locked in with Kano. Yep, 2, 3. Goes for the lane, looking for that pressure. Oh! Consider yourself muted, sir. Oh, big jump 3. This looks like it's going to be Law's round. And that's 2 apiece.
Did you just see the blank stare Josh gave the camera for a brief second during that?
I mean, it would not be a Law Corridor game if he didn't throw off a little taunting. You know, he likes to rile up the crowd a little bit.
That's the thing I love as well. You can just tell these guys are having fun.
Look at Tom throwing them big swings right now, wishing he was on the stage. But we're going to go right back to the character select screen. And there's the character I've been mentioning. There's Johnny.
So
this
is going to be interesting.
This is
obviously Law's locked into the Kano pick. We're seeing a Cyrax pick for Josh. So Josh is the one with the white pants. Lawcore is the one with the black pants. Just to avoid any confusion, because it looks like their taste and shirt was exactly the same.
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing. Josh, if I am correct in this instant, I think that Josh kind of learned Johnny from.
I think so too.
So this is I
think he could play him like a little bit like during the beta or something like that.
I do believe so.
He did learn him more.
So Josh definitely has quite an uphill battle in that sense, because he did learn this character specifically to deal with solo so high, but now he's using it against Law, and I don't know if I entirely agree with that decision, but we're gonna have to see how it is applied here, because Josh is a very well-rounded player in that instance.
If it works, right?
If it works, man. Uh-oh. Squeezes the breaker out of him. Now, if there's anything that Josh definitely has on deck since the last game, it is the movement. It's the spacing, as we said. Weaving in and out and getting that big maximum damage locked in on the board. That's match point for Josh.
Yeah, he's found himself back over here in this situation. Lawcore is going to have to really fight out of this one. No punish on the nut punch right there.
Yep. Oh, does get the catch and get a conversion off it. Ooh. I have no idea what I was looking at, but it was sick.
Cheeky little 33% right there. Josh looks like he has all the pressure right now. He's got Law trapped in this corner situation. But we'll try to go for the anti-crossover jab. Didn't quite work. Law with the early jump kick. Escape failed as well. The forward throw spends the bar to get the conversion. Law does not have breaker available until now. And he still had to eat a lot of that damage for free.
Yeah, good of Josh to force it out of him, but we got... Oh, this might be it, actually. Oh, drops the combo,
but the ender, but the 4-3 to close things out.
I was looking for it. There's no hug here, just a handshake. Fair enough. You know, nothing worse than playing against your teammate and having to eliminate them, but big shout to Storm right there in the front row.
You can tell Josh definitely mocked him because he beat him with his own character.
Statement sent. I mean, Josh...
I love that.
On a personal level for Josh, I think this meant a lot to him, because, I mean, he has a lot to thank Law for in that instance, but he definitely needs it. And off he walks off into the sunset.
Yeah, he's gone. He's done playing the game now. He completed Mortal Kombat 1.
He completed Mortal Kombat 1, but things looking very interesting as we still go on, and I believe we're back on winner's side.
This is going to be a bloodbath. I'm curious as to what is... Oh, don't do that. Don't do the hand gesture. It's like you're making it sound like I made the pun.
Not even just that, I was just going to say, I don't even think bloodbath is going to be the right word from this. Like, these two are so good. Both of these two have been a fan favorite in NetherRealm's history competitively.
They're such nice guys, and their team compositions are nothing but pure malice.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
But at the same time, I don't know if VGY is going to be playing Shao, if he's going to be playing Havoc, or if there's something else in the works. Because admittedly, like, I've only really seen him play Shao. I saw him playing Havoc in casuals and stuff, but I never expected him to actually pull it out in tournament. I thought he was just playing Havoc for fun, really.
Yeah, to be fair, when you are at that caliber of play, you can basically kind of apply that to most of the characters. You just need to understand it, respect the frame data, and it's your own appliance of how you do it, and of course one's confidence. But now you get someone like VGY play against someone like Azerbaijan, who is just so well-rounded. And you know what? I just realized, do you think the kinder he is, the better he becomes as a player, like maliciously, right, unintentionally?
Is that like the scales that we're weighing things out?
Very, very possible. Well, of course, before we jump right into these games here, we do recommend please following the viennality Twitch channel as we are here right now, as there'll be tons of more games. You know, it's only gonna, in your words, become more of a bloodbath as we keep going forward.
Yeah, I mean, you've been watching this long.
I mean, you aren't wrong. You aren't wrong. But this is definitely a really big one, especially on the winner's side of things. And, yeah, I got to say, who do you think is going to take it?
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, I have to.
Okay, let's weigh this out, shall we?
Weigh this out.
VGY is a very methodical player, very knowledgeable player. However, Azerbaijan has definitely he plays with screws loose, and I think that might give him an advantage. But I don't have a bias.
Yeah,
I think
but
if I had like a favorite to take of this particular set, it could be Azer just because of the pure damage output and maybe the consistency of being able to find those hits. Well, you don't even need to find those hits with Baraka. See, there's a lot. But I mean, Havoc has tools that I feel can deal with Baraka quite well.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's probably why. Oh, you know what? We've tracked that statement. We are back with the...
I take back my prediction as well. At this point, I have no idea. I don't even know what Xiao does. I know he's got like axe.
He's got low overhead. He has axe stance, human stance. Well, I say human stance.
Okay.
Xiao stance.
I've got a brief idea then.
Okay. Honestly, the best way I can kind of put it.
I don't know what high level Xiao looks like. I didn't even realize he's running Striker.
Yep, Striker probably looking for that restand, has to guess afterwards. If there's anything Azer's very good at, kind of spacing out his pokes and really landing that big damage when he needs to.
Okay, I mean, never mind. Forget literally everything that I said, because now I'm confused, but in an excited way.
If confused and excited, we respect that. He's going to get the throw, going to put him in the corner right now.
Does he get conversions, do you know, off the back throw of Striker? Does he get
back throw Striker? Very well, but here's the thing. You don't sometimes just look for the conversions with the Striker grenade, but more so the advantageous aspect of it, because it can really cover you. And there was VGY turning his head side to side saying, no, I'm not getting caught by that back three. Get caught by that back three.
The down two counter hit right there for Video Games Yo. Yep, starting the staggers. A little low projectile as well for Motaro.
Yep, getting jabbed right out of it. Yeah, VGY looking to space things out. Catch him for the jab, goes for the low.
Is that his sweet?
Yeah. God, he's so cool. I can jump into the next game. Beautiful whiff punish point blank in the face. Get off me, Striker.
He is without the axe right now. I know he can recall that, can't he? There we go.
Yeah, because it does come back over time as well. And see, that's what I mean. You can throw that up and just cover himself. So it allows for a lot more pressure from this character. That is an overhead. This character does have a low overhead. It does not lead to a combo conversion. Uh-oh, flawless block. Big damage time coming your way.
Could he die from this? No,
he will not.
At 35% almost.
Essentially, when Xiao loses stance, he gets a bunch of 50-50 options that can be extremely overwhelming with his offense. And he gains a lot of like overhead low properties when he has the axe. You call it up, slam it back down, which is basically an overhead low, so you can kind of like fuzzy it. And the timing on it can be really tight as well. This character is really overwhelming, and it completely kills armor.
He also has one of the absolute coolest like win animations in the entire game.
Oh yeah. Saying that big shout out to NetherRealm for that, because again, so much of this game is just so superb. And
he has opted to swap for Cyrex though. I will say that I wonder what the thought process was behind like the Striker pick. I think we could kind of like see elements of what he was trying to accomplish, but now we're gonna see a whole lot more degeneracy.
Oh, 1,000,000%. And here's the thing, right? In terms of the reason why I think Azerbaijan has done this is because Xiao has the biggest health pool in the game, 1,100. Of course, the Motaro does take the 50 off it, but in this instance where every bit of damage matters in order to bring things back, I think it was a wise choice to switch to the Cyrax here. That's just very slow, methodical. They don't want to choose to overextend overhead, looking like a big conversion.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, that is a real legit thing. Catching you to overhead, the Motaro cameo is very, very useful in that instance. The Axe is going to come back after this combo. Going to get a full combo conversion.
He gets the down one into the EX down forward too. He's going to find the extension with the Cyrax chopper too. And in a hard knockdown.
That's
so much damage.
All right. Oh, he actually blocked it.
He blocked it. Didn't like the high, but...
not this time. Oh, yes. He has to block. Yeah, he has to break that. Goes for the chopper. Oh, looks for the low this time. Great block. Does not catch him out of the air. Gonna go for the back throw. Get away from me. And this is it. Yep. Oh, but again, that health deficit coming to effect. But overhead.
You know, that's actually one thing I barely see people using with Baraka is the overhead. I think it's because other tools just work like so well, and people just tend to block the overhead, but working in the final moment for him right there.
True, and you have so much to look out for in that instance as well. Like, he's just got everything Baraka has, just makes him so well-rounded, but man, VGY looking to put in a lot of damage right now, going for the double knee, push the corner, overhead 50-50, guess again.
This combo looks sick.
Uh-oh. VGY looking to set play right now, catch him out there, standing too. Oh, yeah, that was it. That was it. Very decisive round for VGY, adapting extremely quick.
It seems like it's also really interesting because Xiao's, you said that was a standing 2, right? That button right there?
Yeah, you can stagger it.
Very far-reaching button, and what a conversion off it down 2 as well.
Yep. Also, can we appreciate how amazing music is in this game, man?
The music bangs. It's so good.
Okay. Oh, doesn't get a cool combo conversion. Oh, VGY saying, I can block it. Alright, standing 2.
Yeah, as they're just staggering these back 3s, and for anyone that doesn't know, when you use back 3 with Baraka, it keeps you in the position you were before you did the step in.
No, here's the crazy thing, right? It doesn't matter whatever throw Azerbaijan can go through, it does damage. So VGY has to pick, oh, does he want to keep me in the corner, or is he looking to throw me out and do 20%? Oh,
that's
more
string rip.
About the projectile. As they're really controlling the pace of this match, not wanting to overstand overhead, and there's the overhead conversion time.
Oh, that's actually really cool then, using the Motaro just to be able to convert off of that into higher damage.
Yep, it's one of the things I believe is strictly exclusive with him, but uh-oh, this could be death actually. If he gets the timing correct with the Cyrax. That's it, a game on the board for Azerbaijan. Bring in the work with the Baraka, ending with the overhead, as we love to see it.
But it really is back and forth between both these guys. It seems like they're both playing such high-pressure characters anyway, but by the time either of them finds a hit, it hurts, and they're putting themselves into a really favorable situation that the other person doesn't really want to be on the receiving end of. And VGY once again confirming that overhead with the Motaro cameo, able to find a damage extension by spending the bar over here, making him eat that thing with his abdomen. Doesn't feel very comfortable, but 33% on the board for himself, so VGY is one enjoying that one.
Yeah, big Tommy Hurty energy, but just press the buttons. 2-1, gonna get a full combo conversion. Oh, gonna go for the knee, looks for the low overhead, has not brought this out, gets a full combo conversion, slams it back into the Axe, ends the round.
I'm gonna be real with you, Callum, with chat. I have no idea what he just did, but I loved it.
Video game. He did the game.
That was like Shades of Ares all over, right there.
Smiles in Mr. Aquaman, big shout out to him in the Coliseum, of course. Bringing it back. Oh, there it is, gets caught by it finally. Time for big damage, getting locked in on the board. Oh, that's missed the end conversion, but I mean, 29% is 29%, but VGY full screen looking for that damage buff at the moment, trying to get poked out of it. Keep himself safe with the Cyrax assist, goes for the overhead. For the low right now, but plays spacing each other out perfectly. Honestly, when Azerbaijan is just able to take his time and just open up that space, it really does him a world of wonders what he can do with the big damage at hand.
Every single touch hurts so much, and that came off a stand 2-1, didn't it? Straight into the EX down forward too, so Azerbaijan really making the most of these opportunities he's getting. He's also using the down 4 really well. I like how when he's in these sorts of spaces, like right there, where he knows that stand 2 is going to be a threat from VGY, he's able to use these down 4s.
Yeah, oh, beautiful blocks from Azerbaijan at the moment. Each other out, the one to overextend. Again, that's what's been really working in Az's favor. The second can slow things out. Ooh, Oh, no one home, but big back two. Going to get the conversion into the knee.
And you did this with the buff active as well, right? Didn't have the bar to get any. I'm pretty sure you get the extension off that, right? From the ground pound.
I believe so.
Pretty sure we've seen him do that throughout the set. The jumping two is going to connect.
All right, that's a pretty life bar you got there. What a shame it'd be if you got hit with a Cyrax right now. 48% on the board, getting locked in. Empty jump into the back throw, into the into the beautiful sequence. Yeah, these things are looking.
Didn't have the Cyrax available. That was a big risk to take for Azerbaijan. VGY is going to have to punish this pretty hard right now. He has a fatal blow available as well.
Oh, goes in
catch.
Wake up. Oh,
I think that was an all or nothing right there. Was that the overhead?
Yep, that was an empty overhead in that instance. Where he gets to put a double axe handle. It was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. And then you get some combo conversion off it. So if I hold it, then eventually the axe is going to have to get back into your hand. And then you're going to have to readjust. Because effectively, Shao in this game is a stance character. If you really think about it.
And this is winners finals as well. You know, the winner of this is going to be moving on into grand finals winner's side, and VGY is betting it all right here on his Havoc pick that he displayed in the first match against Law Corridor.
He's looking to embrace chaos.
I'm all for it.
Oh, 1 million.
I don't understand how this guy he starts the match by either his intestines being put back in or ripping his arm off, but he can't heal his face.
Law.
I suppose you are the one that's qualified to say that.
Oh, but throwing out these, I think it's necroplasm balls was what they are called. I do not believe that is what Azerbaijan
Don't
really
call it that
wants to
again.
go for. Oh, great space.
What a whiff punish right there with the back two, too.
Yeah, going to get the full combo conversion. Not going to get the most optimal off it. Oh, interesting trade. Well, this is definitely a matchup that Azerbaijan may not be very familiar with in that instance. So we'll see how the adaptation comes into play right now.
Yeah, he may not be familiar with it at all, meaning that there could be a lot of opportunity for VGY to start exploiting the fact that Havoc does get nice plus frames from his pressure tools as well.
You get that breaker very early on, but Azerbaijan adjusting very quick, recognizing that on startup. Oh, goes for low, doesn't decide to go for the tick instead. Back to Cyrax conversion, and that's it. Another round on the board for VGY, but Azerbaijan, I've seen signs of adaptation very quickly on the fly here. Looking for more of that big pressure.
Trying to use that sweep as well to start things off.
Oh,
finds the jump and punch right in the last moment.
Yeah,
I wasn't even sure if that connected or not. Gonna get the extension with the Cyrax chopper over here. We've become all too familiar with the spin right at the end for the splat, 45%.
Yeah, blocks it up low. Can keep himself safe with the Cyrax assist at the moment, but Azerbaijan, a cameo, is currently on big cooldown right now. Checking the down one, looks for the launcher again. Has been staggering with that quite often. Speaking of Cyrax, he's back in play for Azerbaijan, but here comes a combo punish.
And VGY with a small punish right there, about 15% on the board. Gonna find a chest burst conversion over here into the X roll and setting him up with the tether.
As well, Azerbaijan definitely interesting. Yep, this is gonna be a big launch into the 2-1-2. Yep, gonna puke up in his mouth again. Stay on the ground.
Press.
Beautiful flawless block.
The thing is that this is really just a matter of like if Azur finds another touch off of his back heel, he's got fatal to run out. He does have fatal blow available, you are right.
Oh, wait, he's gonna do it again? 15 seconds left on the clock. Is he just gonna close it out like this? Keep away. He can play lane game, but you know, the patience is definitely in VGY's.
Oh, the flawless block and the punish.
Unfortunate overextension on his part. Maybe a sign of
that wasn't an overextension. That was VGY playing sick.
That was him just being very simple. Like, why would he overextend as well in that instance?
I feel like Azur definitely wanted the chip situation, and he put all of his chips into the idea of VGY potentially just fluffing up the flawless block on that to mitigate it. But not only did he flawless block it, he got the punish on it, he got himself the game.
You see, that's the really saddening part, because that fatal blow was in play. All you have to do was just choose the timing for it, would have gotten it. But the thing is, with the Cyrax cameo, kind of spins the opponent around like they're in the washing machines. You don't really know when they're going to get yeeted.
Where do you come up with these things?
I love free time, and I love this magnificent monster we do have as our sponsor today. And saying that, both plays.
About to start munching on one of these Neos. The other sponsor.
Free snacks. Saying that,
say no to that.
A lot of pressure being applied in the corner. Azur does have a lot of catch up to make right now in order to bring things back, but You know, if there's anything he's really good at, it's just the free-flying adaptation he has, but the same can be said with VGY in that instance. Oh boy. Yeah, get that breaker out.
He had to spend that right there. Doesn't want to kind of give Azerbaijan any momentum in this round. Ends in the throw ender right there off the back 2-2. Catches the sweep as well. Cyrax is came in, he's been sent out straight away.
Yeah, gonna catch him with the gangly leg and then headbutt him, blows it off, and he's gonna bring it back to then blow it up again.
I mean, VGY right now is on set point, looking to make it into grand finals winner side. Azerbaijan still has 2 points on the board, needs the round for himself to start tying things up over here.
Yes, and of course, Azir himself does have 3 bars to work with, 2 bars to work with. Definitely has a lot of armor. Ooh!
Cyrax ate that hit like a true homie. Allowed Azir to get that jump in. A lot of damage being put onto the board right now for Azir.
He just got the Cyrax cameo then, so now Cyrax is on big cooldown. Look at Azir, he's keeping an eye on it, because that's what lost him the last game. Back up, let that time will build up, let VGY work his way in, overextend. Ooh, beautiful catch. Of course, forces out another breaker. I don't know if I entirely agree with VGY using the breaker that late in the game, considering the life deficit.
Yeah, I mean, we're going into a final round between both of these guys right here, and this one is to make it into grand finals winners.
Oh, slides right under the Necroplasm ball. No one hopes for that big swing. Gonna keep it safe with Cyrax. Gonna get that back throw. Gonna see him again. Yep, hey buddy, how you doing? Thanks for the free damage.
There we are. All right, opting to respect off the stand too.
Yeah, nice flawless block. Gonna check. Oh, big combo launch time. Splats him in the ground. Gonna get that.
Just build Cyrax back, so
Yep.
gonna get any more of an extension off of that. The back 2 counter hit gonna be hit by VGY, not confirmed into anything more than that. Finds the low into the Cyrax though, gets a little extension over there, 21%.
You're gonna get that too.
Oh, no.
That's gonna.
No breaker available.
Breaker. Oh.
Down 2 doesn't do it.
Yeah, you've got, back 3-1, and Azerbaijan going to grand finals, knocking VGY to loser's side. Very, very proud of this man. Definitely a people's champion. Great to see him there. Great to see him there. But now, that means we have 3 Brits, all in loser's side against each other.
That we do. And the guy that has his country as his name is the one in grand finals. Mm-hmm. What a master.
This is really exciting.
Told you he's mastered the ignorance.
But here's the interesting thing. We got Josh TQ now up against Dizzy.
I know, this is literally like everything from here on out is even more excruciating than what we've already been facing.
Not even just that. It was Dizzy that sent Josh to losers.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
You're right in the beginning of the tournament.
I was watching that set in particular. Josh was very happy with his performance whilst he lost, but Josh's adaptation is what I believe could be maybe the main factor in what could allow him to beat Dizzy. But Dizzy looking pretty damn strong for the most part during this tournament. Just like when he can get things going, he really gets things going.
I'd expect we're going to be seeing Dizzy again on Molina Lau. I'm pretty sure he's been playing only that team for like the entire tournament anyway.
I believe so.
Josh, on the other hand, I guess now it's just a matter of we've seen him play 3 characters in this top 8. Mm-hmm. It could be any one of them. Oh, he did play Dizzy yesterday with Smoke, didn't he?
Yes. But the thing is that will we see him things like we saw 3 characters out of him today alone. So at this point, variety is the spice of life. If he wants to feel comfortable about playing a particular character, he should just go ahead and do it. He's got a few games to work with, to feel comfortable with, and just to see how it all works. But man, you got to imagine probably there's a lot going on in Dizzy, in both of their minds, especially when it's Josh, because again, remember, this is his second offline. This is a really good and high placement for him.
And this is the biggest one he's had to play in.
What are we seeing here? A 4th character?
Is this a button check?
Yeah, these boys are smiling. I think they're doing this for the swag. I don't blame them doing it for the swag. Okay, button check for sure right now.
Even the guy in the background's doing a button check.
Like 4-3, damn, that's standing 4. Okay, if we're actually going to see Reiko versus Lou. Okay, Molina is locked in. Johnny is locked in.
So he's sticking with the Johnny, huh? And running Lau as well.
Double Lau? Okay, this is not a match I kind of expected to see. With the choices at hand,
I mean, when's the last time we saw Johnny and Lau? The last time I saw it was with Gotham City Goon. Hyper combo as well.
Well, I'm glad you went with that and not what I was going to say. Or, you know, Johnny's, that's it, Kenshi's eyes in sports story mode. But we'll talk about that another time. Full combo conversion. Yes. Check that timing. Low. This was standing one. Very formidable game. Just very slow. Very simple. Oh, looking for that anti-air. Doesn't quite get it. Now, here's the crazy thing about that string. Right?
That was a hard read right there from Dizzy. Yeah,
actually, oh, almost right through it. Gonna get a full combo conversion. And Dizzy looking extremely comfortable in this matchup right now. Definitely a very Dizzy, different Dizzy we were seeing a little bit earlier on. Maybe that might just be general familiarity with Josh, or in this matchup in general. Because, again, as you pointed out at the very start of it, he has been playing a lot of the American players.
Yes, what a challenge right there as well with the standing one from Dizzy. Contesting a lot with these down ones. Both these players also have really good awareness to staggers and stuff. They do like to challenge things a lot. They do like to open up space, be able to close that straight away. The ult is going to work wonders. Forces the breaker out of Josh DQ.
Oh, still going to get a full combo conversion. Going to go for the jump into the ball roll and suspended air ball. Going to splat. Here it comes. Going to have to hold it.
Again, nice. 1-2, and Dizzy, just like that, is going to close out game number 1. That was a very quick match as well.
Very, I would say that was the most comfortable I've seen Dizzy the entire tournament so far. So maybe it just might be general overall familiarity with not only just the character, but Josh himself. It was just his approach, because obviously, like, we did not see that jumping right into things. So, we've got to see how it goes. But
did you see that, by the way?
Unfortunately.
It's a good thing they're sorting this out now.
Oh, yeah, 1,000,000%. Like, if you do that, you just...
It's a good thing it happened as soon as the game ended.
Yes, 1,000,000%. Please disconnect your controllers when you're at an offline, or I will throw at you one of these delicious little sweets from our sponsor today, Eon. Or I'll spice up the variety of a can of Monster, which is also magnificent, but probably better being drank than thrown at your head.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's a natural. Honestly. Lore and ads.
But yeah, what do you think is Josh's mindset going into the second game now? Because that was a pretty decisive first round, I have to be honest.
I think more than anything, he's just thinking about how Dizzy's playing right now. Obviously, there's a lot of things that he would have had to take in from yesterday, and I think he's settling with Johnny because he feels like this is the right pick that he wants to be able to play against Dizzy. But
yeah, but definitely.
The low hat definitely gets a lot of mileage for Dizzy, but it's also his awareness and being able to challenge at the right time. So you have to place that standing 1-2. Josh is finding himself a lot of damage over here. He did swap back to the Cyrex that we saw him on earlier when he beat Law.
Yeah, but wait, is this in there flawless? Josh's part? Oh, there it is. Commentator's curse. Striking at full swing. Ooh, full combo conversion does have the corner to work with for Dizzy. Gonna go and splat him down. Yeah, good 42%. All right, holding to suspend it.
Holding that, the 9-frame mid right there, the forward 3, gonna catch it, and Josh gonna take the round. Dizzy did come off the bar, but I mean, basically in that entire thing and also taking that bit of damage, he's built it back.
Nice, great breaker. He's gonna do it extremely early on, going on into this game, but with these teams, they build up a considerable amount of meter relatively fast. Yeah, honestly, this game in general, you just build up so much meter. Oh!
Is he trying to find the hit right now?
Yeah, a lot of staggers, a lot of patience, just weaving in and out. Checks in, goes for low hat +2, chooses to challenge it as well. Interesting choice from Josh.
I suppose that's what you have to do sometimes, right? Like, you don't want the opponent, it's just kind of the mind game behind it.
Standing one on it. Get the air conversion as well. It's just movement, just point blank in Dizzy's face, wanting him to press. Choosing a challenge, very confident, and there it is. Get up.
Like that. The aggression coming out with the wake-up buttons right now. We saw him getting so much mileage out of that against H-Dope. Had to be broken right there because Fatal Blow was available.
Yeah, there's low overhead. Go for that big chip. Can afford. Ooh, not quite dead just yet, but one touch. One kill would come down to teleport. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about. Oh, jumps over it, but there's the hat.
Oh, the raw hat.
In.
Keeps Dizzy in this game in particular. But yeah, I mean, that was, I guess, kind of like a death by something you wouldn't really expect.
Now here's
just really stuck its way in.
I don't believe Josh is aware of it. but the end of that overhead string, if you up block it turns minus 2 into minus 12. So if Josh is able to take off on that and capitalize on it, might be lack of matchup knowledge in this instance. He can do some real damage here. This 2, oh, but an anti-air. Oh, put in the work this game, looking to bring things back.
33% right there for Josh. Has Dizzy in Fatal Blow territory right now. 4-4 is blocked, but Dizzy teching the back throw over there.
Yeah, goes for that low again.
And I think now it's going to be the point of kind of Dizzy trying to find that hit using the hat. Or catch the 1-2 here. Josh does not have break available at this moment in time.
Yeah, he's going to go for the splat. He's always going to go for the Oki, so he just wants to set play him that way. And
now we're going to see the runaway game. Kung Lao, oh my god, is regenning so fast. Has the low hat immediately available.
Yep.
Osai, all of the meter is being spent.
How much Shadow Kick?
Like that just about caught, right? Josh taking the game for himself.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's quite an adjustment from Josh in these games. And I also do believe we have a Mr. Law Corridor coming up on stage, just speaking to Josh, trying to, you know, maybe telling some tips he might be very familiar with in this matchup, as they do play the same. Well, Josh does play Law's character.
Immediately, we're going to start things off anyway into the next match. I think we're looking at one apiece between both these players.
Yep.
Josh with the dash up throw as well, gets the throw counter. Yep, 11% on the board for himself, and this is really just going to be a matter of, I think, at this point in time, Josh is doing really well at being able to challenge with these enhanced shadow kicks, but is he, I guess, not really getting the most opportunity outside of these really well-placed standing 1-2s to convert off the low hat, for example.
Yeah, but in saying that, damage is damage, and 44%.
That was actually a ridiculous amount of damage.
I was going to say, it just turned things around, and Josh getting caught, throwing out strays.
That was a big drop right there from Dizzy, but catches the 1-2 into the straight side, and that is going to be the round. She is deleting health bars when she catches that kind of stuff.
Really does. Like, funny enough, we saw that with, what was it, the other Mileena player we saw yesterday, and just the sheer damage output this character can get.
Very ashes, yeah, hitting 50% like every time, and that's with Scorpion.
Ooh, that was sick.
That is a very unsafe move, right? For anyone that doesn't actually know that air roll that Mileena does, it's very horrible in terms of recovery, but that is what you use when you're making a really hard read on someone, because it gives you a free conversion.
At best, it's actually minus 39. Frame data fluctuates.
What a block right there from Josh.
Ooh. Get the back throw at the moment. Josh still definitely in this fight. Has a lot of work to put in, but can be done.
Challenging the low hat right there, the forward 1-4-4 from Dizzy, not to any avail. Josh right now has all the pressure in the corner. Yeah. Challenge though with the down 1.
Gonna get another throws. No conversion. Doesn't have the bar to spend it, and what a catch on standing 1 for the ball roll.
That was really good awareness right there from Dizzy. And that's gonna put him up a game as well. So we're looking at 2-1 right now. Dizzy looking to go into potential final match for himself to advance on in the losers bracket for a run at Video Games Yo. And Josh looking at to basically have the chance to run it as brother. He's gonna have to pull 2 games out the hat.
Yep, +2. Gonna splat him on the overhead. Throw out the saw again. Oh, gonna let it go. Get some more damage rocked in on the board. Go for the Oki himself, but wake up shadow kick. It's very slow, methodical. 1 looking to just poke out.
And Josh is really patient as well. Like every time he's advancing with Johnny's really fast movement, he is like ready, just in case there's a random ball roll that just rips or something and catches him out, you know?
Yeah, he really is getting a lot of mileage of the pressure he is applying here. And I mean, it is working beautifully. But
the wake-up button, he's been doing this so much.
Oh yeah, back with a vengeance, my friend. And throwing him back in the corner. Dizzy match point. Yeah. Okay, possible lost life for Josh right now. Let's get pull things and even it out. Oh, letting the strings rock and getting rid of
what now here.
And I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed with Josh's use of standing 1. He's been getting a lot of mileage out of it.
He has the fuzzy duck right there from Dizzy. He's gonna convert this into really big damage. Josh has the breaker and he has to use it right there to avoid getting hit for another 40%.
Yeah, things are looking really, really good. I think Josh is just carrying a lot of momentum at the moment from the start of the game, but unfortunately he does drop the combo. Also does hit Cyrax, adding a little bit of extra time in that cooldown.
There is a teleport coming in. The low hat is going to connect. Dizzy not ready to hit any more damage off that, but catches the overhead. Back in that neutral situation. Josh with the life lead right now blocks the low hat in the forward 4.
Yeah, a lot of stackers, and eventually Josh does get hit, but no combo conversion off it. The Saw Hat spacing up, opening things up. Josh right now has a lot of work to do. Got to be careful.
Staggers right now, the rising star.
There's the forward throw, keeping himself in the fight. Josh not out of this just yet.
He's been playing a lot better. I think he's choosing his spaces better. Nice challenge on the low hat. Dizzy fishing with these 1-2s. Couldn't quite make that one work. Tried to get a conversion off the jump kick air to air. It didn't quite work for that either. Challenge again on the low hat, but Josh is spending these bars every time he's trying to do this.
Uh-oh, gets caught. It's outspaced by Dizzy at the moment, getting pushed into the corner. The Melina ball roll, suspended in the air. Okay, set up again. Set up again. Just gonna hit him with it, roll. Nice blocks from Dizzy. Things looking pretty precarious for Josh right now.
Kung Lao ready to rip 2 more times with that low hat as well. The forward 4 is going to get blocked with the low hat. Down 1 check from Dizzy. Josh trying to work his way in, not really working out. The down 1 challenge disrespected.
Below, a lot of pokes. That's it.
And that is that right there. Dizzy going to eliminate CGL Josh TQ from the tournament. But for his second offline, I mean, props to this kid. He made it into 4th at a hella stacked tournament, to be honest.
I must say I am so incredibly proud of this young man for coming out second offline. You know, he's been wanting to do this for a very long time. And he's always had the heart to do it, but he's never had the opportunity. So to see him come out and do this, I'm very proud of him. And I can't wait for him to go to do some US events and really, you know, carve his own name. Because I know for the longest time, many people saw Josh, just saw him, oh, it's VGY's younger brother. Josh is his own beast. And I'm happy to see him come out here and really cement that.
That just means losers finals is going to be
Another UK battle.
Yeah, and I honestly, I don't even know how to call this. I think both of these guys are in losers finals right now is crazy.
Yep.
But now only one of them is going to be able to make it through for a chance to run Azerbaijan and actually take this tournament. Azer obviously staying comfortably in the winner's side of grand finals after winning the winner's finals. And we got Dizzy and VGY.
Yeah, and let's also point out, Az has beaten both of them. He sent them both from winner's side to loser's side.
That is actually a very good point.
So this is going to be very exciting.
Both on the Hey Baraka Cyrex train right now, sharing in that.
I mean, they're fairly deserved, but, you know, I'm very
What is
excited.
that, trauma bonding?
Trauma bonding at the very best. At that point, it might as well have just been a Predator handshake. But no, this is looking really good for these two. I'm very excited. Oh, we're seeing Havoc come back once more.
Yeah, we are. I tried to get a little bit of a spoiler right there, turn my head to the monitor before I actually switched over on the scenes. Oh, VGY sticking with the Havoc over here.
Yeah, looking right into things.
Immediately blocked a forward forward in the low hat, by the way.
Oh, VGY getting clipped by that would be a bit more familiar, considering that he's been getting like so much mileage out of the low hat. The entire tournament, and raw ball roll looking for a full combo conversion. Nice block.
Blocked it again, what?
Yeah, maybe this is just something that VGY, I mean, to be fair, if we're talking about UK players, if there's anyone that loves Kung Lao, it's Boxy. Boxy loves his Kung Lao. Maybe some familiarity with it. Big blood ball, gets stuffed. Can't quite get full combo conversion.
Catching the counter hit stand 1-2 as well. The ball roll being made safe with that low hat. Forced to respect it.
That is so disgusting. I love
It's criminal how much reward you can get for this kind of stuff, and then low hat's just there to say, hey,
there it is.
pay attention.
And here's the thing, it may be a single hit, but damage is damage in this instance. And even if it's blocked, it's still chip. That will slowly stack up. And look, just Dizzy just taking his time, choosing when to just press George buttons. He doesn't have to overextend, has the life lead.
I feel like he's doing it. He's just playing really smart. He's choosing to back off when he doesn't have Kung Lao available. He's just walking his way back. He's trying to stay outside of the back 2 range. He doesn't really care about the projectiles unless, you know, VGY spends the bar. He's basically just playing according to the pace that he wants to play this game at. 3 hits right there, not enough to stuff the armor. And that's going to be an armor answer back of his own from Dizzy.
Yep, get back in the corner. I'm going to go for these Lao setups. Choose when you poke. Definitely poke back, but not quite optimal in that instant to bring things back. Is he just taking his time? Very slow. But in saying that, my man looks to Chunder on him. 2-4, going to push into the corner. Quite surprising. Oh, that was so clean.
I don't think that's gonna kill. It's gonna put him in a really tough situation though. But VGY has now built the break, He's gonna have to use this if he's not just taking, you know, if he's not within like a single hit territory. But now he's got enough life left on the board to still make something happen.
Yes,
And that is gonna connect as well. What a smart choice from VGY. Forces the break out of Dizzy.
We'll catch him the low. Goodbye, Cyrax, for a little bit.
And Dizzy now, I think, is just going to be comfortably trying to zone this one out and close out the game.
Yeah,
goal is
perfect spacing.
I do actually kind of rate the Hail Mary choice, though, by VGY, because at that point, it's like Kung Lao didn't have a hat active. You need to be able to close the gap on him. You need to try and take that somehow. If it hit, he spent the bar on it, right?
Yes.
If that hit, he'd set it up for the win.
1,000,000%. It was just very well played, and here's the thing, we were talking about like the fluidity and the movement of the game, you know, which was a huge point of contention upon the games like early access and beta. The game was relatively, that was so ballsy for Dizzy. And now we're having all this movement go around, and it's just, oh, it's being so beautiful because of it. Oh,
you're also talking about the degeneracy, and if you're looking at Melina Kung Lao and thinking to yourself, that doesn't look so bad, I think I could fight it.
This looks fine.
It's a lot more annoying than it looks.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Oh, choose the end the string instead of stagger it.
Oh, that is getting punished straight away by VGY right there. It catches him in the enhanced roll right here.
Yep, looking for the unblockable setup. Gonna go back to a jump one, looking for that teleport. Gets the next snap. Oh.
I love the fact you can get the down back one off of the chopper as well. Ends in the torso spin for 215 damage. That does scale quite a lot when things are off of the tether, but I mean, rightfully so, right?
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. I mean, it's unblockable at any point in the screen. It's so cool.
Essentially just 20% free damage off the end of that. Now Dizzy waiting for the Lao to recharge, has it available right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? One mistake is all that is kind of needed for him to win that instant, because he does have Fatal Blow in play. And it's basically a time situation. And the longer time goes on, remember, let's not forget how quick that Lao hat does return. Oh, gonna jump out 5 seconds and gonna throw out the gangly leg.
Very far-reaching sweep from Havoc. And VGY secures that round for himself. And that is gonna get blocked.
Definitely quite an interesting thing that he felt the net challenge the Lao saw. Gonna go for a big jump in, doesn't quite get anything off it. +2, chooses challenges it. Oh, no conversion, but still gonna pick up where he left off.
Yeah, didn't believe in those couple hits that actually landed.
Nice flawless block. Love Chesku getting thrown out. Low projectile, very slow, very simple. Not to overextend. Beautiful blocks from VGY Zenvo.
Yeah, the defense has been really, really good.
Yeah, a lot of back 2-2, looking for that conversion. Entering the 2-4, snaps the neck, looks for that bomb setup. Not today. But beautiful blocks. That is actually safe. I believe that to be -5. Uh-oh. Big damage. VGY building up to those 3 bars of meter at the moment. Oh, choosing not a break. Does he definitely keep an eye on it?
Holding the fatal blow. Oh, the stand one gonna connect. No conversion from VGY, but finds the back 2-2. No conversion with the Cyrax ambush as well. Sticky situation right there. +3 into the down one check. And VGY taking that game comfortably for himself.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot of fight on Dizzy's part. I just think he kind of struggled to just open up VGY that entire game opposed to what we did see a little bit earlier. But yeah, no, we definitely have a really, really big game on our hands. And of course, he's taken a few extra seconds. Now, this is something that he did mention earlier, is that he doesn't look to just like bullet time and jump right back into games. He usually just plays it cool.
He's going to think about why he lost, make his changes, and then reapproach it. We're looking at 1-1 apiece right now.
Yeah, gonna knock out Lao a little bit, because that is plus.
She's going to go for the low side check as well. The 4-4 going to get the knockdown. The back 4, I think, is it might be plus. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Very possible. I mean, that's 4 forward fours we have seen actually make contact. I imagine must be a bit of a check for VGY. Gonna have the corner to work with at the very least. Oh, that's -40 plus. Full combo conversion.
That was a nice punish from VGY right here.
Gonna go.
That right there is, okay, that's 35%. It's pretty much a guaranteed 20% that we're going to see over here. Give or take. Had to be broken straight away to avoid like half your life being gone instantaneously. But that roll is going to connect. Cyrax extension right there for a 27.
Yeah, it's going to throw out roll. Oh, there it is.
Oh, this isn't going to scale. That's not going to scale. This might actually kill him.
Very well good, man. A lot of these fatal blows are lethal, and Nina comes in with the nom 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 nom.
No, he's alive.
Just about. It's going to be hat set up, I suspect. Oh, just a raw
my
forward
goodness.
roll. Ballsy.
Now that is really tough for Dizzy right there because he obviously came off the fatal blow. He doesn't have that in his corner for the rest of this match.
Very big resource to lose. Oh, yep. Take that hit of armor at the very least. Move back and forward. Oh, look at that tricky mix-up. Gonna sweep him out. Oh, doesn't quite get the hit off that, but here comes big damage. Has the corner to work with as well.
Yeah, that was a huge whiff punish right there from Dizzy. Finding himself at 43% near enough.
Oh, look at the standing one anti-air, but doesn't quite get it. Gonna get the big chopper into the 2-4.
Okay, Dizzy trying to find the hit. Actually catches it. Forces the breaker out of VGY as well.
Yeah, the way he's timing that is so much fun. He's always changing up the timing. It looks so impressive that it is actually being blocked appropriately. And this is gonna hurt a lot.
How much does this fatal blow actually scale? I love this fatal blow. Oh my
42?
god, that's cool.
Yep, 42. Okay.
Now, why'd that hit at the end do an extra like 20 damage?
Well, things looking pretty good with VGY's failing that instance. Doesn't have to. Oh, yep, goes for the. Oh, the wrong chopper. Oh, gets the throw. Gonna close out.
He's not even looking.
Yeah.
That guy's torso did an owl head, man. That like 180. You didn't even want to see that. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Havoc be looking like how I feel in the mornings these days, bro. Yeah, Dizzy taking a few more extra seconds, maybe choosing his other options outside of just Lau. Because, you know, we've been seeing putting in a lot of mileage with Lau, and he's been doing really, really well with him for the most part. But he has been mixing in a lot of other stuff that, you know, we haven't actually seen yet.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what the adaptation process is going to be in Dizzy's head right now, because to be honest, I mean, VGY has been adapting very well to this, and now he has Dizzy on the back foot, who initially started off this set with the advantage. And now we're in a situation where, you know, Dizzy's really thinking about it. He's wondering, I feel like what's going through his head right now is if he wants to stick it out with Lau, or if he wants Jack just for the raw damage that he's going to get off of every single one of these touches. Saying that, it's not like he's really lacking damage.
Oh, yeah, well,
he's able to confirm really well into like the up teleport.
Oh, that was a beautiful duck from Dizzy. Definitely going to get a big combo conversion off that. What's it going to be, about 42%? No, just 40%. Yeah, just casual 40%.
Yeah, it was just a scratch.
Just a scratch, but a mere wound, if you would. Oh,
that was nice.
Beautiful challenge. Great call out as well. We go for the source setup, looking to challenge it, and VGY a lot closer to that than he expected. Nearly got a full combo conversion. Those extra few seconds definitely coming into play for Dizzy right now.
I do rate the idea of using the break over here as well. I mean, come off the bar while you have it, right? You're going to build it back really fast. If VGY has a chance of being able to turn this round around, he wants to be able to try and do that now. And forcing the plus frames, 1-1-2 is going to connect. That is an overhead ender for anyone that doesn't know.
And VGY definitely trying to look to call out that Lau assist.
Dizzy just confident, staying back right now.
Yeah, VGY choosing just to end all his strings. Played a little bit of a lane game, if you would. Unfortunately, no conversion right there. Goes low hat, goes plus frames to get off me. Uh-oh. It's going to end it fatal blow? No, look at that one more touch.
Yeah, he just needs another touch right now into fatal blow, and that should be able to get the round for himself. Dizzy challenging with the down one right there into the plus frames. Goes for the forward one, knowing that VGY was going to respect it. Really smart decision making, and then with the forward one to close out that round.
That string does a considerable amount of chip as well, my lord. Oh, beautiful timing.
I like that.
Get in the corner.
Yeah, side switch as well. Really 2 for the price of 1 on that.
Yeah, look at that. Lau is this choosing the timing. When's it going to hit? Standing one. Oh, still going to get combo conversion as well. Splats him in the corner. Goes for low hat again. Gets the overhead. Is it going to be a low hat again? Big jump free. Yep, going to get a full combo conversion.
Oh, he thought it down to was going to kill the standing one. That was a very, very, very dominant round right there for Dizzy. And now we're tied up at 2 apiece.
Yep, 2 apiece.
Final game situation, Callum.
I have to pick between 2 of the UK homies.
It's always a difficult thing when you're in our position and you just see like 2 friends really playing for a chance to make it into the grand finals.
And
this is their tournament life on the line right here in this game. The ball roll being made safe with the low hat.
Also, VGY choosing to actually stick with Havoc is very interesting in that sense, because, like, I did not expect him to fully commit to his character, because, you know, he is known for his Shao Kahn. He's going for the unblockable setup. Yes, he is. Oh, pokes
I love this. Oh, the tether ran out as well. Couldn't quite make use of the 2 bars that get spent on that roll as well.
Oh, if he actually got a combo off that, that would have been so sick. Nice neutral duck. We can get rid of the net. Look at the standing one. Can't quite get it. Gets the forward throw. Oh, that torso twist is so grim. Stagger that string. Great challenge. Unfortunately, does not quite catch him out the air. Challenges the plus frames.
I like that.
Down one. Uh-oh, gonna go for that. So, yep, goes for the Cyrax.
Oh, got caught by the final hit. Yeah, he ate the forward 1 string right there, sent him back a little bit further. VGY spinning the bar to try and make that projectile to be respected, but
let's go. One more touch, and that is gonna be it. Fatal blow is in play for both players.
I don't really know how to call this one right now. This is really a get touched to die.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, but yes, VGY just throwing all caution to the wind. Chip territory, 15 seconds left on the clock right now. Yep, smart decision, goes for the torso twist.
Oh, he went for it. That's too late on the Cyrax.
That is gonna be it. Match point, Dizzy.
Yeah, that Cyrax ambush was a lot later. He was not gonna be able to make himself safe on that one. Jumps over the buzzsaw, goes the other way. Oh,
beautiful conversion. Dizzy looking fat. Set up again. That hit frames. Yep. Dizzy just choosing to hold on to it, man. Such a dangerous tool, challenging from Necroplasm. Yeah, keeping it active, just pushing him into the corner, but a big down 2. Finish the string this time. Finish the string once again.
I wonder if Dizzy's intentionally getting hit by the last hits of those because he knows it's going to send it back.
Maybe. Ooh, doesn't get, again, not quite a conversion off it. A lot of strays coming out, but oh, wait.
No break available.
This is going to be a lot of damage. If Dizzy wants to go for the kill, he might be able to get it, but no, again, going for the setup.
He's definitely putting him in a position now where he has to guess.
Yeah. Oh, there's the armor and
reversal.
Dizzy TT with the double brother elimination?
Oh my god, he really sent that family packing. And this guy is going to be moving his way into the grand finals in loser side as well. Video Games Yo with a very respectable 3rd place finish over here at viennality 2K23.
I'm very impressed. You know what? It's really nice to see VGY actually come out to a tournament. I know he's been studying away very hard, thinking about the game. Of course, he has a multitude of characters, but I have to say, I'm quite impressed that he did go with Havoc, and he did go as far as he did with the character.
Yeah, I mean, seeing Havoc representation over here at the first major that we have in Europe and getting 3rd.
Yeah, and I gotta say, man, like, we're coming up to a match that I'm gonna love to see, and it's Azerbaijan, Dizzy TT, for a run back from winner's bracket.
It is going to be the run back. For anyone new that's tuning into this, or maybe you don't really watch fighting games too much, or you don't understand how the double bracket format works, because Dizzy has now made it into the grand final aside from losers, he has to win 2 sets of best of 5. So he has to win the first 3, reset the bracket so that they're both at 0-0, and then win another set. Azerbaijan has to win the best of 5 just the one time to close out the entire thing for the tournament.
A lot of work has to get put in, but I feel like if anyone can do it, it's definitely Dizzy. But it's saying that, man, I love these 2 guys. I can't pick between them. They're so good. And God, we're in for
crazy,
really great grand finals for our first big kind of like offline major, especially in Europe.
The thing that's going through my head right now is that the stuff that we were seeing when Dizzy was playing against Azur, obviously he ate so much damage really early on in the set because the last hit of 1-2 was just whiffing on Baraka.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a consistent thing, if that is tech, if that is just a character interaction that is specific to Baraka, or what.
It very well could be.
But that could definitely be like a make or break kind of situation for, you know, like Dizzy, because we've seen how much mileage he's able to get out of these 1-2s. He's been challenging people with wake-up buttons when they're not meeting him or forcing him properly to respect them when he gets knocked down. He's challenging things very well with down 1. He's mixing things up and catching people with 1-2s by outspacing them. We don't want that to come back and bite him.
Yeah, but it's something that is out of his control because of the nature of the hub.
Because that in turn will also force the player to adapt to different situations, different choices to prevent that kind of outcome from happening. But it did happen. That's the important part, is it did happen earlier in this top 8. And I think, if anyone, Dizzy would know why.
I mean, absolutely. And even so, like, Dizzy himself, he's just having a few seconds with himself, maybe needed to recompose. Just wanted a little bit of time, maybe a breather to jump before he jumps into this final match of the tournament between the two.
Yeah.
So we got to wait and see. But, man, it is so great to have everyone here and just see them all here in person, getting ready to pull off this beautiful possible finals.
All I know, man, we've been in a grand final situation. It's more than enough time. Look at these two.
Yeah, this is them as friends, not afterwards. We need to get the picture now.
Like a fight night picture. Dizzy towering over everyone because the guy's like 8'5", but like...
No, they haven't even designed a number for Dizzy. It's that wild. Well, bless him. I believe both players just getting set up quite comfortable. I think they're pointing at Makaran. Oh, they want the boy up on stage.
It's a wild Makaran. Oh,
Yeah.
I think Dizzy might actually be getting some coaching from Mac, because Mac also does play Molina.
Yeah.
He knocked me out of the bracket. He demolished me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Still the homie, though.
Yeah,
we still love him.
obviously.
But even so, I'm interested to see, because now we've talked about the character interaction between Molina and Baraka, which is very character specific. What's the mindset that Dizzy goes into this with? Like, what does he do character-wise?
He goes into this with one mindset. For as long as I've known Dizzy, this is never going to change. And his mindset is win.
That's fair.
That's it.
Oh, wait.
He'll do what he needs to do to win. And it looks like he's actually pulling out a Tanya pick. Oh, is this just a button check? Are we being trolled? I wouldn't put it past him. I know he has been like labbing in that.
It's an option. It's an option, so maybe that's what he brought Makaran over. It's like, which one's more favorable?
The thing is, though, I feel like if he is playing Tanya, he's not playing it with Lao. He's playing with Goro.
I mean,
but
I've seen a lot of mileage out Goro.
yeah, it's like, I don't know. We're really just going to have to wait and see. He could be sticking with the Molina and understanding that that's what he wants to do, or he could actually be playing Tanya and then trying it out. But he is in the loser side of the bracket, so as I explained earlier, for anyone that was unaware, he is going to have to win the 2 sets to be able to win this tournament. Azerbaijan has to win the 1 best-of-5, and it's his.
Yes. Yes, it is. Dizzy has to do twice the work for the success, whereas, you know, Azur's in a really strong position right now. And plus, he's had a little bit of breathing room since his last game. So, you know, he's been able to watch, see what they've kind of had to adapt and change and evolve as the game plans have unfolded. You know, he's been observing. He's been in a very comfortable position. And because of those extra games, it does allow him the opportunity to maybe try something just to see how it does work.
I mean, it looks like he's sticking with the Molina anyway, so...
I mean, with the sheer damage output.
I feel like it also is kind of like redundant anyway to switch characters this late into the top 8, unless you're really, really, really like feeling it, because he's been doing everything with Molina right now and he's been making it work. I know he wanted to just play this character because he believes that Molina Lao is unfair.
I mean, he's very, very strong, but Azur just catching the strays with the projectiles and just applying big damage. Oh, you're gonna have the corner to work with as well. Oh my god, so much right out the gate. Building up meter, luckily to do so, but Dizzy has a lot of work to put in if he wants to even out the playing board.
Actually, just an obscene amount of damage for a bar.
Yeah, catch him at the end of the string, but doesn't quite do enough. And there is that mysterious low. It's gonna get him. It's 2-1. Oh,
Poke into special right there, gonna work out.
Yep, he's actually been getting a lot of mileage out of that. He did it to VGY and he got hit with it nearly every time.
And this is grand finals as well. Azerbaijan starting off strong. That back 3 is going to have to be something that Dizzy is adapted to and stopping himself from getting blown up by. 1-2 gets confirmed straight into the enhanced teleport. Right over here, he's going to cash out and big damage in the corner. Ends in the standing 1. I wonder what that was for. He was trying to soft reset?
Possibly. Very, very possible. I know Dizzy has some tech that he will probably be bringing out of his hat now. If there's ever a time of situation, it's definitely here. But he is bringing things back a little bit, looking a lot stronger. But as they're throwing out the projectiles, just the stuff that Lao set up. Oh, catches him walking backwards, looking for a full combo conversion.
Trying to outspace that standing 2 is a very, very tricky thing to do. This fatal blow is going to hurt a lot off of this conversion too. This is a lot of damage coming out. I don't think it's going to kill, but it is going to be in a situation where you don't want to be blocking.
Saying that lower average Baraka BNB. Oh, catches him. Denies the stand 1. Hear the boys screaming out right now. Very, very excited to see Azza take a big win.
This is basically like a two-touch situation, and I think that's also kind of an important part about this matchup is that Melina plays a very strong neutral with Lau having access to the low hat, plays in a way that like if they find a hit, they can turn it into really big damage with the up teleport. And you have to open up the opponent so many individual times for smaller increments of damage if you're not spending the meter on the teleport, right? Baraka has to make eye contact with you and half your life bar is gone.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a really big thing is like how many times do they actually have to find a hit on the other person? And Baraka's got to do it significantly less.
Yes.
I don't think that's like a make or break in the matchup, but it's definitely...
It's a factor in
it. It is definitely a big factor in the kind of matchup that we're experiencing.
Yeah, it's intriguing to see because, like, as we've seen, when Dizzy takes a little bit of extra time for himself and like recompose himself, kind of think about the matchup, it can oftenly go in his favor. But those pokes into specials have been like a really huge defining factor of this matchup. Even against VGYs, we did see early on because he was just catching it every time. But back into the fray once more, keeping it very true with Lau Melina.
And that back three doing so much work for Azerbaijan right there. 35% to start things off, staggering the back three, keeping that original space as well from when he starts using it. He doesn't move forward on that one after you stagger.
Yeah, full combo conversion coming in. Double ball roll, spends him in the air, splat him down.
All right, so damage right there for Dizzy. Doesn't get the confirm into the spin. I wonder what he was trying to do with that.
It was very unfortunate. As we pointed out very early on, Azza was perfectly fine with just ducking. He knows that people like walking up to him and grabbing. So that was definitely a sign of Dizzy adjusting to it, but not fully capitalizing it. Nice block.
Oh, that is a throw whiff right there because he was still in block stun. Dizzy cashing out with a fatal blow.
Yeah, how much is this going to do? And it's going to do enough.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I don't know how much this scales. Maybe he was doing that for like minimalized scaling on all of this. Yeah, and now he's in a situation where he potentially could just chip out Azure, but the low hat is going to That was a scary situation, man, because Azure had the bar to be able to extend that. He might have actually killed if he hit it.
Yeah, if anything, that was a very, very ballsy from Azure. But again, he has a few games to work with in order, to make said mistakes. But I do like it. He's got these back 3-1 staggers. And then the second he sees someone walk back, catches them with a 2-1 into full combo damage. Oh,
in the extension right here as well.
48 locked in on the board. Beautiful blocks from Dizzy. But just the oldest overwhelming offense with the back throw into the combo damage.
It's just another added layer to the...
Again, catch him in the back tip. Beautiful range of Baraka. It's just so good.
I'm telling you, that standing 2 with shades of Tarkatan Alien all over again.
Really?
It's the same button. Horrifying button.
Very full, but Azure choosing to commit to it? Well, he did have the start. It's just not off.
That is... I feel like that's not what he wanted.
No, definitely
with the spin. Ducks the throw. How did he have the foresight to know that was coming?
Well, again, Azure seems very... He seems very carefree of that. Oh,
jeez, man. 518 damage, and now Dizzy is in a very tight situation.
Challenge?
Challenge.
Wow.
Jeez, man. Is that 2 games already?
That's 2 games. Azerbaijan on the verge of victory. Maybe winning this viennality, and I'm impressed, man.
He's looking really strong.
Ever since this match, and I have to say, I'm so happy to see him come here, because ever since his appearance at like the Dragon Temple onwards, he's become a fan favorite, a man with a heart of gold, and he's been going from stride to stride. I could imagine it would only mean the world to him to win this, but the same can be said for Dizzy.
Yeah. Dizzy is just a really, really consistent player. This is a tough kind of situation. It's not, there are a lot of compositions of character pick and cameo pick, and it looks like Dizzy is going to go with basically his OG bread and butter of running Melina and Jax, and this is a setup that does an obscene amount of damage, especially when you're in the corner. It's
basically, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen what Dizzy can do with this, and it's basically low memes the team. Because if he can get things going, it's really, really hard to stop him, but man, Azza just putting damage.
One jump 2 just leading into 484 damage right away. Then you have the added layer of the mix-up with a back throw while you're in the corner because you can extend that. Repositions as well, 22% on the board.
Just
finishes the string. Callum, this is a
Very precarious.
dangerous one. Oh, really committed to the teleport. Don't know about that one. Azerbaijan down 2, not going to close out the round, but the standing 2 is. He is now on tournament point.
Last possible round of the game. Azerbaijan looking in a very favorable position, but Dizzy not wanting to let him do it.
He's very capable of a masterclass comeback.
Oh, 1 million.
He's going to make one happen. He's going to make it happen over here. Right now, he has no more chances available.
Yep, big do or die situation. We gotta wait and see how it goes.
What a call out right there. Doesn't get the conversion, but that's all right. Catches himself with the forward throw. Azerbaijan now trying to work his way in. Gets caught. No confirmed from Dizzy on the forward 144, but catches it that time. Going to extend this combo using the bar as well to secure himself the round, and just like that, that was a good round.
Different round for Dizzy.
1100 HP Molina.
Yeah, the health factor is definitely going to play right now. Right, final game. Looking for that ball roll. Very early break from Azerbaijan.
I like that. Azer trying to control the momentum, control the neutral right now. What a whiff punish right there from Dizzy.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna what kind of swag's gonna play? Okay, here it comes. The unblockable. Unfortunately, does get clipped by it.
Whiff punish by Azerbaijan.
Gonna draw a lot of blood out of this. Goes 2-1 into the splat.
There's no break available on this combo, but there will be on the next one.
50% is no joke.
Nice, challenges the high portion of the back 3-1. Dizzy can break here, but Jax just got hit. He has to take a bit more guaranteed damage.
Goes into the Cyrax.
Oh, he had to eat 40% before he was able to break. Azerbaijan trying to take with the down 4. Dizzy right now trying to fish with the overhead from the 1-2.
Oh,
catches the whiff punish.
Gonna have to end this.
That's a fatal blow.
Mmm.
Oh, dude, this is a nerve-wracking.
This is nerve-wracking. But Azerbaijan also has 1 bar of meat to work with afterwards, as well as a fatal blow.
He's gonna wake up, surely.
Plus, this is like chip death territory. Oh, goes for the
cheap.
It's
forward
a
1.
Press. It is not over. This character change, you know, maybe this is it. This is it.
Yeah, Dizzy's keeping himself in this tournament right now.
God, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to lean forward in my chair, bro. I cannot.
No, like, legitimately saying, I've been in, like, elite gamer posture all weekend of being at a 45-degree angle in my chair. But, like, this has changed.
Oh, man, this is so good.
Oh, I can just trying to, like, trip guard him or something like that. And he keeps getting clipped by the jumping 2. It's,
Get the Cyrax, gonna go for the jump 1-2 into the big spin, close out 48%. Oh, as they're looking to space things out, didn't quite get the punish on it. Beautiful flawless block from Dizzy.
all right. Forward throw right now. Spinning the bar, gets the
Side
reposition.
switch.
16% throw right there.
Oh, gets caught.
Oh, no break available as well. This could be the round right here.
Splat him down again. This is oh,
What?
I don't even know what happened there.
That was actually really smart and really gross at the same time.
Yeah, it was just
calling the
random.
ambush to, like, basically safe jump and then guarantee that.
Again, Azerbaijan on tournament point. Gotta see where it goes.
Is he gonna have to make a masterclass comeback right now? Down 4 checks coming out from Azerbaijan. Catches the back throw as well. Cyrax gonna let him get the extension over here for 22%.
Yeah, it's 22% on a throw is no joke, man. Gets that Cyrax cameo, gonna keep himself safe with a back dash up. Nice.
I feel like I'm too scared to say anything right now.
I really am.
This is literally just a get hit, die.
Yeah.
Oh, flawless block on the jump in.
Oh, gonna keep himself safe with the Cyrax assist.
As they're spending the bar though, has no opportunity to break at the moment, but look how much bar he's already built.
Yeah, I was looking for the ball roll a little bit too early, unfortunately. Gonna catch low again. God, I can feel my heart in my mouth with how close this could end up being. It's gonna take one sequence to just even out the life bars.
Oh, he had the right choice, wrong time.
Yeah, Dizzy slowing things down, and Azza perfectly content, not owing to overstep.
Hit confirming the down 4. Good flawless blocks coming out from Dizzy.
Overhead.
Oh my goodness, catches the hit.
But
No confirm.
Version.
Oh my god, catches the backdash. No confirm again. Flawless blocks as well.
16 seconds on the deck. Cyrax cameo. Look at
Flawless
that block.
block.
Buttons being pressed. Buttons being pressed again.
Stand 2. Dizzy with the duck.
Bring this back, but the timer. So he has to do it. He has to do it.
He has to. It's gonna.
But we break a 5, 4, 3. Looking for the overhead. Go for the lead. Wake up. Goes for the low. And 2-1. Oh my god.
goodness.
Azerbaijan is your viennality 2023 champion via a timeout.
Absolutely down to the wire. Dizzy. I genuinely think that if that forward 4 connected with both hits, Dizzy might have won that. Azur is popping off so hard right now. A really well-deserved win.
Well deserved. And you know what? Massive props to Azerbaijan, someone who more than welcome deserved it. But honestly, this top 8 was so goddamn stacked, and it could have gone any ways at any point. Man, it's an absolute honor, Falcon, to be able to commentate the first big European offline for Mortal Kombat 1 right here in viennality.
This has been an amazing experience from start to finish, and just getting to see everyone and seeing the reactions from everyone right now in the crowd. I love this, man. I've missed this feeling right here. And really, honestly, appreciate every single one of you at home who came in to watch our tournament.
Yo, make some noise for Mortal Kombat 1! Thank you very much. All people are coming here for viennality this year. One more time, I need some noise. Make noise for viennality. Now, it's time for the kings of the kings. Who makes third place? Some mobile phone is ringing there, I don't know. One more time, thank you very much that you are all coming to viennality this year. It's the first viennality. We save all these things, what has happened after COVID, and that was the first one. We have some stuff. Somebody's calling you, I don't know. Guys, it's more like a rock concert or a hip-hop concert. It's like a little bit strange, we are drunk, you know? Sorry guys, you know, viennality is like a punk rock concert normally with fighting games. That's why we are like a little bit confused. Storm will told you about what is going on.
Technical difficulties. Everyone who has been here. I speak on behalf of the whole team. We see new faces and old faces. And we are so happy we can be here again and welcome everyone to enjoy some fighting game action. Really. So give it up for you guys, because you've been here. So, top 8, 8th place. Fish like Steve. After 8, 7th place comes Law Courier. Oh, it's not him. It's not you. But come on the stage. No. Let's do 7th first. It's so bad, so high. I'm sorry. All the way from Saudi Arabia. all the way from Saudi Arabia, coming here to Vienna just to have some Mortal Kombat action. 5th place, now it's your turn. Lower corridor. Next place, with his twin brother, H. Dope. I guess it's UK. Josh TQ. With his training partner, of course, Video Games Yo. This is what people don't know, you know? Josh TQ with Video Games Yo, they're brothers. They practice together. Same as H-Top and K-Top. Top 3. Second place, viennality 2K23. Dizzy TT. I don't want to let you guys wait for much longer, but MK Azerbaijan, his first major ever was 2019 Mortal Kombat Viennality 2019, and he won Mortal Kombat XL. He contacted us to come to Vienna to get his visa, and it was difficult, and now he's here. He went to Vienna from Azerbaijan and he won the first Mortal Kombat major. So give it up for MK Azerbaijan. All right, give it up. Second place, Video Games You.
That's just the third place medal. My second one is over there.
But your second one?
Yeah, my second one is
said it,
there.
yeah.
That's the first.
I said it.
The second one is mine.
Wo ist der Pokal von ihm? Wo ist der Pokal von ihm?
Can we turn off the music very quickly? All right. Fucked up a little bit when it comes to that. But of course, top 3, they deserve